Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. There you have it. The end of this game. Yeah, people. Jamaica versus Guadeloupe. It was a hard-fought victory for the Reggae Boys. A lot of persons are not pleased right now. A lot of persons are not pleased about the performance. But the fact of the matter is, we would have gotten 3 points out of this game. Yes, people, 3 points out of this game. And, of course, you know, I am pleased with the 3 points. It took us a long while before we got that goal, that second goal. But nevertheless, we're getting there. Step by step, Reggae Boys. Step by step. Step by step. Yeah, man. Big up to Shatta already. 6 points after 2 games. Yeah, man. That's commendable. That's commendable. That's commendable. Colin Chambers, big up yourself. Big up to the people over there on Facebook who have tuned in as well. Yeah, man. A win is a win, of course. So, yeah, people, we're back here on the coach's desk. We will be talking the live post-match. Yeah? And let's see what persons will say about this game. Like I said, it's a win. You know what I mean? It's not one of those wins in terms of performance that we'd like, but I mean, we have to look at it from a perspective of advancing. You know what I mean? So it might be tough. It might be you know, not desirable, but I mean, nevertheless, it's indeed a 3 points that we wanted, and we would have gotten that 3 points. So yeah, man, people, no, everybody good enough. Just jump on back to the live, people. Like up the live, share up the stream, because of course, you know, it's the start of the weekend super treat, and the Reggae Boys would have given us 3 points into this weekend super treat. Lots to talk about, people. Yeah, man, lots to talk about. You know what I mean? So much to talk about. You know what I mean? Let's look at the statistics here on this game. Oh, wrong one that came up. All right, want to look on the stats. What is happening here? Because the game finished. All right, there you have it. So when you look at conversion rate, 14% to each team. When you look at the cards, 2 offside to Jamaica, 20 free kicks to 22, 20 fouls to 20. So 2 goals to 1. Halftime it was 1-1. Let's see. I want to see the possession. All right, so league possession. Whoa. So we had 60% possession. Dangerous attack 38. 20. Oh, the thing I move fast, man. Let me see if we can get it on the info or the stats. All right, there you have it. Don't predict it, Shatta. Don't predict it. All right, so we had 6 shots on target. Guadeloupe team had 3 shots on target. We had 6 shots off target. Guadeloupe 3. Possession 55% to 45 to Guadeloupe. We had 2 corner kicks. Guadeloupe 3, 1 offside, none for. We had 18 fouls, 20 to Guadeloupe. 3 yellow cards, 1 to Guadeloupe. Not much. And when you look at the group right now, Jamaica leading with 6 points from 2 games. Costa Rica in second, 3 points. Suriname could get into things if they have a good result against Costa Rica. But I mean, it's all over for the Guadeloupe team. That's basically it where this Guadeloupe team is concerned. So, all in all, end of the result, Jamaica 2, Guadeloupe 1. So that's the group. That's how the group is set up right now. The other game will be playing shortly. Yeah, man, the other games will be played shortly. So what say you people? What say you? 3 points at still enough. No matter what we are gonna say tonight, you know. That's true. Ian. Very true. You know what I mean? The substitutes really beating us, especially the timing of them. 3 points, but disappointing performance. Yes, Jason, I agree with that wholeheartedly, 100%. Trust me. You wonder if I were the coach, I would have given probably Shamara 10 minutes into the second half, and once him not going good, trust me. Once him not going good, yeah, man, me I clean up, man. Me I take him off. Trust me. Yeah, man. Mark is saying we created our chances and took them. Say that again, Mark. Oh, I mean, if you read it again. We created our chances and took them, but we needed to finish the rest. In my estimation, in a Mark, we get more chances when we throw away than we convert. Now, see, a 2 goal we have for the good. You know what I mean? Yeah, yes, Neo, him should have been sub from them time, the man. Of course, easily. Would I give him 10 minutes? And if him not go on good, you know, we just get on Andre. I mean, fourth official was saying that the Kemar Lawrence changed for Bell when you had a Andre Gray and you needed a goal. That was something to look on as well. But I mean, trust me. I tell you, boy. But I mean, we got the 3 points again. We can't forget that, people. We can't forget that. Taxi came on and changed the game. He added some purse to the attacking third. Yeah? He was moving down the flank a bit more freely than a Bell. Yeah, man, Bell change was a good change. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Grammy family. Because Taxi added more to it going forward than a Bell. And that injected some stuff in the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think the changes will come in for the next game. Trust me. I believe it will come in because no, sir, me not like what go on. I think that the timing of the changes Neo is the issue. Timing of the change is the issue. Definitely. And what is smart by the coaches, Mark? Talk to us. Yes, Shamar might play, but he's coming off an injury and he wasn't informed prior to that. So how are we going to bench Gray so much when he scored more recently than Shamar? Yeah. All right, see Bertram shout it out there. All right, so we're gonna get the link up and running, so persons can come on and just share the few cents, and we just set it, you know. Yeah, that is something that they need to look into top 10. All right, I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, Jeremy, welcome, man. What are your thoughts on the game? Ball a car. Hey, Jano.
Coach, we did enough. We did enough to get the 3 points, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things to talk about in the game, though. First and foremost, the substitution. Kemar coming on was a good switch. The change between Gray and Nicholson, that should have come a bit earlier. You get me? Nicholson was looking a little bit leggy after in the second half. So that change could have come a little bit earlier because we know what Gray brings when he comes onto the pitch, and we see it in the few minutes that he was out there. So I think we could have get more out of the game if Gray came on a bit earlier. And in the first
but what about Taxi? Because Taxi added some impetus going forward, you know.
No, definitely. So the two changes are good changes, you know.
And but even Flemo came on and got the goal.
Right. But what I'm saying, the great change could have come a little bit earlier, though. Could have definitely come a little bit earlier. And in the first part of the game, or throughout the whole game, I thought this Guadeloupe side gave us space. You get me? We just didn't use the space properly. And we were a bit reckless with our passing. You get me? We give away the ball too easily. We were poor while we were dispatching these passes in this game. If you notice the goal, when the goal scored, or before the goal scored, the build up before the goal was short, precise passing. You get me? Short, precise passing. In the first part of the game, the long pass, them easy to cut out in the coach. We have to understand this now. We weren't playing against a team that we so much needed to do that. We really never need to do that in this game. We could have taken charge of this game even though we never have a real creative player.
What's that? All right, go ahead, Neil. Welcome to the show, Neil. And Mark.
Yeah, coach.
Yeah, man. Evening, everybody.
You want to talk first, Mark?
Yeah. I probably should talk first before my signal cut out. Coach, I'm driving. Good evening to everybody. Everybody in the comment section. Coach, I'm happy with the 3 points. Honestly, happy with the 3 points. Disappointed with Boza again from the last match, course. Chances, man. You need to be more composed on the ball, coach. You just running a ball and kick it to us like they are Jamaican Premier League. Come on, Boza. Do better than that, man. As for the changes, coach, as Ting did I said earlier, we need the changes them to be made a little bit earlier. I think it might have been a calculated change though, coach, because with the players, with the humidity there, and the players being tired, putting on a Fleming to run at them, putting on a Williams in the middle. As I see Williams come on the middle of the park, change. You see the ball start being passed and go through the middle and pass forward. You see Leona run pan ball. You see the man push up and I pressure them. And we reap the result, as you can see. As for Taxi, the Taxi change was a calculated change as well. Taxi leg fresh. The man them, the defender them tired. Taxi go run at them hard. And that's what happened, and we saw the result. As for Gray should come on for Boza earlier than that. Honestly. As we can see, you give Andre Gray a chance, and you see him try to score a goal right there. He was just unlucky with that shot, and he still tried to do a bicycle kick. So he's more composed, he's more experienced, and I think he's going to start the next match against a tougher opponent in Costa Rica. So all in all, coach, the man them play good. Boza should have finished the chances. This should have finished at least a 3-1 or a 4-1. But again, I'm happy. I'm happy with the 3 points, and we'll move forward. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Big up. So Neil, I'm gonna ask Stan to go first since that he's in the stadium. Stan, welcome and tell us what are your thoughts on the game. You're right in the stadium.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So if we want to win the Gold Cup, we gotta play better. We have to do better overall.
Right.
So we had a lot of arguments here in the stand, by the way. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
People are biased, I'm telling you. We had a lot of arguments about Leon Bailey. We had a lot of arguments about how the team is playing. A lot of arguments about who should be taken off and who should be playing, given what we're seeing. Because you're up close and personal. It's a different experience than being far away on TV, right? So I hear people talking about game change of when Speedy come on, this person come on. Look, I'm not a Hector fan, but Hector wasn't playing badly. We are biased. First of all, people are biased. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
Biased beyond belief. You know the change that were made? We changed Bella on the left. We changed Hector in the middle. We waited forever to change Nicholson. We put on Gray and late. You can complain about stuff, but overall, let's just take a step back and say, look, if we want to win the Gold Cup, we can't keep playing like this. We have to play better.
Right,
we didn't play well. Guadeloupe is not that good. I'm telling you. Up close and personal, they're not that good. We got to play better. Secondly, we were playing 4-2-4. When you're playing 4-2-4, unless
4-2-4 or 4-4-2.
No, we're playing 4-2-4. So I'm looking at. First how you want to look at it is we're playing with 2 forwards. 4-4-2, not 4-2-4.
Okay.
4-4-2. Sorry, well, sometimes it's 4-2-4 where the 2 wingers go forward, but it's 4-4-2, right? And what happens in 4-4-2 is Bailey's playing wide, Turner playing wide, and sometimes they're playing high. So your middle is really empty with only DJ and Hector in the middle. Put a lot of stress on your midfield, and they play with 3 midfielders, it makes it much more challenging. But having said, I thought Hector played well. I thought DJ played okay. I'm telling you, Coach, Bailey was beyond atrocious. Like, really, you guys gotta go watch the tape. So here's what happened. The crowd get excited when he gets the ball, and he loses the ball, right? So when he gets the ball and he beats one man, he runs to another man, he loses the ball. Nope. Half the people here don't think. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Getting a lot of feedback, guys. Somebody has muted their mic. People here are very biased. They're all about him being on the field 24/7. I was advocating him being taken off the game because he wasn't adding to the team. He wasn't creating chances. He wasn't beating his man. He wasn't making one-time pass. I don't want to emphasize on Bailey all game, but he's the poster boy. He's the player people come to see, and he wasn't doing it. Nicholson, he looks like Harry Kane playing for England most of the time. Out of shape, slow, not moving well, not passing well. So I got frustrated watching the game. I was like, you know what, I need to go home because this is ridiculous.
Oh, we lost Cranky there. Cranky with us? All right, go ahead.
Signal drop.
Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, coach. Let us, put in my 2 cents as usual. Oh, Cranky, come back.
Coach,
Oh,
I'm sorry
Cranky.
about that. Devon just called me right in the middle of,
Oh,
of my bed.
yeah, man. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Abbas Powell, we are sitting here saying Abbas Powell can't run. He's breathing outside his mouth. He's tired. Why is he coming off the field? No change is made. So you're watching the game management between Nicholson, Powell, and Bailey, and you're wondering who is making changes, who is assessing how we're playing, and who is trying to make sure strategically we're doing the right things. It wasn't happening. I'm sorry. I got frustrated watching the games. I must admit, Guadeloupe is not that good. I'm telling you. We can't play Mexico like this. We can't play US like this. We have to do better. We have good players. And I keep saying Damien Lowe is a brute. Damien Lowe is quality. Liam Moore is quality. Bell and Abbas got to do better. Hector to me was good today. I don't know why he came off the field. He seemed very disappointed. DJ is good. Bailey was poor. Turgot was poor. Nicholson was poor. So for us to do better, those players have to step up the game. And I must ask the question, coach, this. Gray has played 3 games so far. This is his 4th. He scored 2 goals in 3 of those games, and he came on in 1 game, didn't score in. Why is he getting more playing time? Can somebody explain that to me?
That's a question we have been asking as well, Carl.
Can't hear the coach.
Yeah.
You're not hearing us. You hearing me?
Or Neil, can you hear the coach?
Yes, I can hear coach. You can hear him?
It's me then, because I can't hear you guys. And I'm on my iPhone, so.
Yeah, I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
I can't hear you guys.
All right, no problem. No. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Neil, because I think Cranky as a man that is in the stadium is giving us a different purview as we sit in front of our computers or sit in our couches and watch the game. So it was good to hear from him from the stadium there. Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, man, definitely, coach.
He's coming. He's coming back. You're hearing us now, Cranky? You're hearing us now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Sorry.
Okay. Finish up what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm saying I was very disappointed in the game management because there are players out there who you can see very up. The eye test shows they were either playing well or they were tired and they weren't changed. The other players who I thought were doing okay were changed. I agree when Taxi came on, he played really well. He looked really comfortable on the ball. But Guadeloupe was also getting tired. So when players come on and they're fresh, of course they're going to look better than the players on the field. They should look better because the players on the field were tired. But I must admit, Bailey, given his capabilities, has to do better if Jamaica is going to progress in the tournament because he was the worst player on the field. Of all the 22 players, I thought he was the worst player. And I know what you guys are seeing because I know people here are great fans, but you got to do better.
Where's Dan Shamar?
Well, they're tied. No, he was worse because you know what? He got more balls, Leo, and he didn't do anything with them. He got more balls and he didn't do with them, Leo. I'm telling you. No,
yeah.
Samar's miss had the fans here up in uproar. So they're all complaining that he should have been changed and he wasn't taken off. So people are very upset.
Shamar was begging to come off.
I thought the goal that was scored by what's his name? Who came on? What scored the goal?
Fleming.
It was a very well taken goal.
Yeah.
Composure.
That was him taking a goal. It was like assist. He dipped inside, he beat a man, and he plays the ball really well. And Gray should have squared the ball. He was selfish. The ball that hit the keeper, if he squared the ball, that would have been another goal. So overall, it was an easy game for Jamaica. But we can't keep playing like this and progress through the tournament and expect to win the Gold Cup. We can't play like this. We have to do better. So I know others want to speak. Go ahead, Neil.
No, Cranky, I want to agree with this still because I think the truth is that we just can't get out of our own way. I agree with you when you say that it's a game management issue because the talent is there, right? But for some reason, the way the team is being managed, the failure to bring on the subs, listen, Shamar was out with an injury, and prior to that, he wasn't in form in Belgium, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have the guy Gray, who scored in 2 difficult games for us under very, hot conditions. And you mean to tell me that after 60 minutes of trying with Shamar, you're not going to take the man off and put Gray on? I mean, it just don't make any sense. Right?
Neil, I think there's a bias. I hate to say this, but there's a bias going on. I'm telling you.
I agree. I agree.
No
On
doubt there's a
top of
bias going on.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know what it is. Right. The first thing is the man them never even include Gray in the squad. Right? When the man
Yeah.
when the guy was the person who scored the two goals was most recently. How are you going to leave the man off the team? And they know that the man coming in the team, right? Because somebody else couldn't make it. You have the man sit down on the bench. And frankly, him hold up the ball just the 5 minutes and come on the field for 10 minutes. He looked sharper than Shamar. And I'm not putting down Shamar.
More
Shamar is a good player.
purposeful.
Yes, look more purposeful, sharper, a little bit more composure. Yes, I agree with him. Should have squared the ball. But listen, in the heat of the moment, right? Sometimes it's hard to get that composure. But listen, Shamar had at least 3 or 4 clear chances on goal. That was just begging him to score. I believe that Gray would have scored at least 1 or 2 of those chances.
Yeah, not to emphasize being at the game, but you see when you're at the game, sometimes, you're looking at different things in the game, which is very interesting, right? Because when the people are in close proximity to you can almost go down and touch them. You're seeing how they're moving, you're seeing how they're spacing. Like in the first half, the left side was wide open. Bell should have been fed with the ball. Turga should be going inside. He kept staying outside. He ran into Bell's way, and I'm sitting here thinking, what are you doing? You go inside, the man has to go with you. Bell is wide open, he can cross the ball. In the final third, we were poor. So when we get the ball in the final third, we weren't making good decisions in the final third. And so that affected the outcome of the game also, because we should have scored more in the first half. When Turga get the ball wide or Bailey get the ball wide. I'm not sure what Bailey's trying to do. I must admit, I keep emphasizing him all game because there's a lot of debate in the stands about him, frankly.
Right.
But his ability that we know how he plays in Germany, we know he's done all his career, is a shell of himself. Maybe it's a long season, he's tired. I know he was injured for a while too, just like Shamar was. But he wasn't playing well. I think Taxi should come in for Bell, frankly, because even though I think Bell played okay, I think Taxi showed you his offensive capabilities, which suggests he may be a better offensive player, right? Going forward. Not nobody defensively, but we have such surety between Liam. I'm telling you, Damian Lowe is a beast. And I've always said this is a beast. It's very obvious. Not only about defending, about going forward. Like he's better
about presence.
Forward. Yes.
He has his father's presence.
He's very comfortable on the ball. Very comfortable on the ball. Some players you see they can play on the ball. He's very comfortable on the ball. You want to say something? Is that ever?
Coach. I'm sorry. Yeah. I want to make a point.
Cranky.
I want to make a point.
You remember I said that?
Devon, you're breaking up.
Yeah, we're not hearing it, Devon.
No. What's his name came in and said he wants to make a point. That's why I stopped.
Oh, Mark, go ahead, Mark, quickly.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying that I said that we are kind of talking about the players, and we said that Boz had an injury, Leon had an injury. Do you think that the previous injury that they had after the end of the season is affecting their play now, and we're not getting the best out of them? I just want to throw that in there.
Bailey was in form, but Shamar really wasn't.
It can hamper their sharpness.
Yeah.
Because he missed a few games. But I mean, you're in training for how long now? You went into a 9-day camp. You should get back into your groove. This is the second game underneath your belt. But as I want to stress on the point that Damian Lowe. Remember I said to you guys that Damian Lowe is a beast. You understand? Regardless, once he's healthy, he has to be in this Jamaica team. He marshaled the back line. I know he has a partner in crime. I've Liam Moore.
Yo, Moore is solid, yo.
This is a solid back line with Pinnock on the way in. Listen, our back line is gonna be probably one of the strongest in CONCACAF. What I want to see is that our midfield need to fix. Our transition game from middle to front is not forthcoming. I don't see we trying to pressure and break opponent backline. In the last maybe 15 minutes of the game, I saw they trying to attack. This is our strength. This is Jamaica's strength. We are quick on the ball. We're skillful going forward. Why not play with the same intensity when you in the beginning of the game to break teams down? Why are we not doing that?
Why does the coach look like a spectator?
I think when you play a 4-4-2 and you haven't played, so the first game we didn't play 4-4-2, right? We played 4-3-3 the first game, and this game we played 4-4-2. And the two forwards, Corey Burke had a good game to me. Corey Burke was running his heart out, was pressing hard. I don't know what Nicholson was doing, I'll be honest. I have no idea what he was doing. He's running, he looked like he's limping when he's running. I don't know if he's injured. But I don't think the injury was why he missed the goals he missed, especially the cross from the left, which he kicked over the bar. That's not injury. That's just him not keeping his foot down, being back, versus being over the ball.
Nicholson said previously that what he was working on in Belgium is that he wanted his off-the-ball movement to improve. He wanted to put himself into goal scoring opportunities. And I think he has made some decent strides in that area. To the extent that what we're saying is you're not finishing them, right? Obviously, he's getting into the spaces where he could score. But he needs to go in front of the goal and rehearse, putting the ball in the net. No, he does look a little bit.
What?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It's a rush of blood. Composure is the key in front of goal.
I agree with you. Yeah, and he just lacks that composure.
It lacks it. You're right, Neil.
Go ahead, Devin.
No, you can go, Cranky.
So you know what's interesting, guys? The second part with 2 forwards was poor. So when they control the ball, they move the ball forward to beat them, they always seem to lose it. Their second touch was poor. Not the first touch, Their second, it all look like I watch the tape. I can watch out again and watch the game later tomorrow. Their second touch was poor. So what happens is they turn the ball up, right? They bring it too far, defender take it from them. And I was very frustrated watching the game because I thought if they're playing more one touch, control, layoff, turn, it'd be a much better game, right? That wasn't happening during the game. But I was very impressed with Corey Burke. His movement on the ball, his fight, his solo plays were decent. It reminded me of how great plays actually, Corey Burke. But yes. I don't think Nicholson should not have started the second half.
Cranky,
I know it's for the last game, but he should not start the second half. Go ahead.
Stan Cranky, the thing we just talk about with the one touch and move. Same thing we talked about a while ago. When Bailey came over to the left side with the build up of the goal, it's just a simple thing, Sam. Simple one touch, somebody going in the space, and we create the chance. We never do that the whole game, and we get the space. We got the space in the game to do it. I remember one time Bailey got up the right hand side. I think Bota was the only player in the box with one defender. Come on, man. The only thing we need there is a good delivery in the box, and it's hopefully it's a goal. With how Boza is playing, hopefully it's a goal. But we get caught in too much. We never need to wait for help in that situation. We come and then we pass the ball back and lose it. But we think we were really poor in possession today. In our passing, give away the ball too easily today. Too easily.
So let me say something, guys, because you guys know I've not been the biggest Hector supporter, right? But I haven't seen Hector play poorly. I know people keep knocking Hector. And even today in the stands, people are knocking Hector. I'm like, hey, shut up. Stop. Hector was the only one making 25-yard passes on people's leg. Hector was playing the ball single. Hector was not the problem. Hector, I'm sorry, but not the problem. People should do this, guys. Do this, because the game's on Fox. So you can probably rewatch it. If you're in the US, I don't know if people in the Jamaica Fox. But watch Bailey's game and watch Hector's game. You want to compare the difference in contract and who get pulled out of the game. Now, people in the stands here would not want Bailey to take another field. I understand why, given his reputation and his profile. But he was the worst player to me of the 22 people on the field today. He was the worst player by a good distance. He did nothing in the game to me that was good. Hector, to me, played a good game. DJ played a good game. I said Damian Lowe is a beast with Liam Moore. And frankly, to me, Damian Lowe is the best player. from what I've seen, Damian Lowe to me is Jamaica's best player. Maybe with Blake, because Blake is a very good goalkeeper, but he's Jamaica's best player in terms of what he does defensively and how he brings the ball out of the defense. I thought Turgot was poor today. He's been poor for the last game too. I don't think Turgot being in the team, frankly. For the eye test tell me Turgot is not in the team. I know people like his little dribbling here and there, but I don't see him playing over Jamal Lowe. Not happening. And the coach got to pick the team based on merit and not based on reputation.
We can't get out of our own way. We can't get out of our own way. The talent is available to us, right? And what we've been seeing is moments of brilliance from the guys on the field, right? I don't know if this is what the guys were doing in training. And I mean, I guess I can't blame the coach if they do it in training and don't execute it on the field. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, we look very ordinary out there. And as to Bailey, listen, I don't think we can afford to take Bailey off, even if he's not performing to his standards. I mean, at the very least, he might occupy 2 defenders. You know, but I don't know. This is an opportunity, hopefully, to go and do some soul searching. And hopefully,
Neil.
Yeah.
Neil, one second. If you're bringing Kemar Roof and Antonio and Jamal Lowe, you don't think Bailey can ride the pine if he's not playing well?
Listen, that is a different story.
Go ahead, Devon.
Just play it by ear. I want you need to mention a player by the name of Redman. Okay?
Well, I've never heard Redman. I haven't heard Redman got his pass. Look, here's the problem, guys.
Don't worry. He might not have it yet. But listen, Cranky, don't worry. And as a matter of fact, I'm strengthening. I'm going to give him headache. I need them to listen to this. I care not anymore. I'm going to give them headache. I just
set up a can bench him.
Send all the documents to a right back that plays in Italy to know this because Devon, I don't care anymore.
Devon, it doesn't make sense we bring players that know. Look, the JFF to me has missed a big opportunity. Given what all that's happening in England, guys, people don't take advantage of things in life. You know, some take opportunities in life. It's like when the stock market, when we had the debacle in 2007. Or we have housing crisis. That's when you take up chance of opportunity. We see the racism happening in the UK. We see players now vacillating about playing for the UK. He says in the door, he's going to play for Ghana. He's going to play for Ghana. The president of Ghana called the Ministry of Sports and says, talk to us about what do we do in this country about football? How do you help us? And by the way, Mr. Fort, make sure you get this man play for us. He's going to switch his allegiance from the UK, and he's a 21-year-old to play for Ghana. That's what you do when you're a country trying to be prominent on the world stage, trying to get people who are feeling with the country, who are feeling to play for you. You put the press on, especially when things are going bad for the whole country. What are we doing? Nothing.
Good.
So Devon, we can bring
I hope
nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yeah. And I hope, Cranky, our players follow suit. Because let me explain this to you. We have players at our disposal that can go far, not only qualify for World Cup, can go far into this World Cup if we're willing to do the right thing. Jamaica have the most players available to them, which wasn't even developed by us, to take the country football far. But what are we doing about it?
Yeah, look, I think somebody like Damian Lowe should be playing at a higher level than he plays now. I know he's in Egypt someplace. But I want Damian Lowe and Liam Moore playing. Liam Moore is a better player than Damian Lowe. He's just not. So why is Damian Lowe not playing at a higher level? I know he's getting.
I tell you something, Cranky.
Yeah.
I see player in the English Premier League, central defender that is not as good as him. That is not as good as because listen, Harry Maguire, I care not. Harry Maguire is not better than Damian Lowe. He is not.
Devon, we carried away now. We carried away. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not getting away. He is not. He is not.
Devon, let me say this. Harry Maguire,
Cranky, he might listen.
Wait.
Listen,
Devon,
I think okay, reverse the role. Cranky, I want you to reverse the role.
Yeah.
If Damian Lowe was born in England and Harry Maguire was born in Jamaica, Which one of them would be playing in the English Premier League?
Look, I don't know because I haven't seen Damien at that level. There's something you play at a different level and with better players, it's harder to judge, right? If you get to that level and you play against that quality, it's hard to judge. I would say that I've seen Damien play a number of years now. I think Damien is quality, and I'm very surprised that he's not playing at a higher level. Having said that, I heard coach and the assistant coach for Jamaica's, I think it was women's team, saying on coach's program about Harry Maguire and Shaw, like them not good. I mean, what our coach, you know, mind when I say, you know, that is an eye test.
Listen to me.
Coach, me sorry, coach, but I'm calling out.
Harry Maguire plays like him have 10 pound weight on his legs.
Gentlemen,
we're digressing, but Leo, we're digressing.
Right.
But I need to bring up these high tests because the eye test is very important. There are some players, look, when you're playing defense and you're able to bring the ball out of defense with composure, where you don't feel pressure, that's a quality in today's football, which is an imperative to have. Harry Maguire has it. Damien Lowe has it. I don't think Liam Moore has as much as Damien Lowe, frankly. And that's why I value that. He's good in the air.
Damien Lowe is not playing in the Premier League because he does not have a good agent. Okay? That's what it boils down to. That's what it is.
Yeah, I would say that too.
I wouldn't say that. I would say because of our previous ranking, you have to rank in the top 50 for a while for you to warrant a work permit in England. And I think because Jamaica was out of the top 50 for a while, that's why he is not there. But I can tell you after this.
Devon, most players from Africa don't go to England first. Or you know what they do? They go to Austria. They go to Belgium. They go park them someplace, showcase them, and then they bring them to the UK or they bring them to
Scandinavia.
Yes.
They have a business model.
Yeah.
They have a business model. It's not the first. You don't have to, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know,
I said it years ago, Neo, that we should target the Scandinavian countries because when you look at the Scandinavian countries, there are a lot of players there that transition into the top league, into England, into Spain, into Germany, into Italy, you know. But we're not doing that. We want to hit the big times right away, bam. And it does not work like that.
So you know what's interesting? The first goal that was scored, I want to hear you guys. What was the reason for the first goal was scored? What do you think cost the first goal to score?
The Jamaica.
Guadeloupe's goal.
Okay, I think in my perspective or estimation, I think that the defender Liam Moore who got the ball, I think he should have
gone wide
or controlled the ball.
I played over the top instead of trying to
Or he kicked the ball. It was like he was trying to instep the ball so it floats through for a pass, but because of the closeness of the player, it ricocheted off him, and then he caught them flat, and the player ran at them.
Yeah,
so I believe he should have played the ball well.
Yes, that was too high.
No. So the first goal was basic 101, right? When you're on area and a corner comes in, you're taught to head the ball up in the air. If you head the ball down, right, you're giving the opponent a chance to go your goal. Same concept when the ball came out to him. He played the ball on the ground for Christ's sake. You're facing their goal. You're facing the other way, right? So if you lose the ball, you're in trouble. That's not what happens when you see corners. And that's what he did. As you said, Devon, he played the ball on the ground to play the ball high. And he can't recover.
Over the top.
It wasn't that we were set up to defend. It was what he did that created the scenario that led to the goal.
Yeah, man, that's what he did, man. He should have played the ball wide or up, as I said, in the air.
Yeah.
It was too flat. So it was like a side-footed ball, but he wanted to chip the ball off his instep when he should have just simply relaxed and played it wide from the side of his foot.
It was
too
basic
casual.
football, coach. And we can't afford, look, we can afford to make a mistake in the first round because you're comfortable and the opponent may not be as good. When you get further on, when it's
hold on, Cranky. People were saying it is Alvas. No, Liam Moore passed the ball walking in the middle and he hit on the person.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was Liam. Was it Liam or Albert? I don't think it was Liam.
Was it Liam or
Yeah, man, it was Liam.
It's Liam Moore, man.
I can't recall who did it.
Liam Moore. People are saying Salvas.
Because normally Liam wouldn't be in that position though. You sure it was Liam? Because normally Liam on corners is in the box trying to hit the goal. Now Albers is out there.
If I get it, if I get it right, I have 2 credits to give away. If I get it wrong,
Liam didn't go up for this corner. Hector went up. Hector and Damian went up. So Liam and Alvas dropped back.
Right.
Hey.
The person used the instant but kicked the ball in the ground. But anyway, it's a moot point, but I'm just saying it's basic stuff.
If I get it wrong, I have 2 credits to give away. Because I'm sure it was Liam more. 2 credits to give away.
I will join you later because I just reached a training ground.
All right, no problem. Well, we're not staying long tonight, though, Devon. 2 hours we're giving because we're coming off over 2.5 hours.
Listen. This is Coach's Desk. Coach's Desk is the biggest platform on YouTube. Okay? I'll see you guys later.
Hey, coach, if you can't take the marathon, you have to just retire. You hear me say?
You have to just retire.
No, man, I can't retire.
Later,
remember, I can't leave you gentlemen on it, man. So that
I didn't retire for the night. I didn't retire from this. I didn't retire for the night. That's like.
Yeah. Katarak, what's up, man? Katarak
is on.
Yeah, but look like in Wi-Fi I move slow.
No, he's in the penny section. That's why. Katarak, you need to come down to the ground level. Too high up.
Katarak, we're not here at all.
I think he's not. Where is the reception? Is not great. Where is actually?
No, but it look like he might drive him up on the road or something.
Yeah, he's on the road actually.
We're up on the road, so the internet kind of unstable. So I don't know if you can hear me.
Internet's unstable like the person talking. Go ahead, I hear you. We're listening.
You hear me good? Yeah, good night. Good night, coach. And good night, the whole
man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
And the whole family.
Big up to Jay as well.
You know. Yeah, man, Jay anyway, then I driver's seat, and you know, we add on to the coach's desk. We have a lovely female with me, and we are straight out of England.
We realize, you know, because we get the video, you know. Yeah, man, we get the video and the big up. Yeah, man. So, where you said on Katarak? Yeah.
Sorry, so I don't get it.
Where you in? Yeah, man.
Yeah, so coach, I don't think there's much that can be said more than the obvious. Coach, I have some major concern. You understand? I keep sometimes some man drunk. How if money we spend to come watch the game now? My dog Dre anyway, you know, I found Jackson to build the dog. I will come again in 4 hours with the party.
I cranky, I watch him. Cranky, mute the food, cranky.
Guadeloupe is not a real country. And if somebody asks me, Guadeloupe is not a real country. It don't exist. And we struggle to eke out a 2-1 victory. 295. So coach, may I all it needs to say about right now.
Some solid links, Mecca.
You understand?
They started vaccinating people.
See the big bars, and we're going to have a talk with the big bars.
Yeah, coach.
Them are going at them one style, the Premier League bar.
Coach, if you can explain to me why Andre Gray, a Premier League striker, is coming on at 81 minutes. And I don't know if the mathematician, I want ball occur.
I could lose him.
Yeah, man. So Sean Bliss, what do you think about the game? Real quick.
It's just a game. It's just a game. Good night to everyone on the panel. Anyway.
Good night, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, it's just a game of individual brilliance save us tonight. Be honest with you, because I don't think the side ever play like a unit. I tell you something, the opponent even look more like a unit far more than we. we just look too off. All these chemists from me I hear about we are going in the training and where but I expect far more better. We never have no whole heap of ball possession. And when I time we just look like we are play a ping ball game, you know, ping bang bang. Be honest. But with those 2 goals, as I said, from the other night with Suriname game, no matter how our win is, whether it's pretty or ugly, it's still a good win. And put 3 more points in the bag to make us secure that next match where we can even try to see if we can come out with a bit more confident and try to look like a team gelling together and play a possession ball game. You know what I mean? Because we never look that way no time at all, brother. Be honest to the guys, you see. We just look too way off. And as some of you guys saying earlier on, something must be going on because I can't say we have a big Premier League baller, you know, sitting on the bench. I give him 9 minutes. When you have a baller where I try with, the whole of way at Jamaica, no born. I live in England for much years now, but the whole of way a yard man, I born and grew up in a Jamaica, you understand, left come England and live here. But there is no way, none of them forward there is better than Gray. I can't give Burke. Burke even start over Nicholson to me. I want to see, yeah, because Burke was so great from the get-go. Him try to put himself to the task where everyone will look up to him for it. So I say, so trust me, it's just individual brilliance. Make we have that 2-3 points in the bag again. So as I say, I don't say what the team play for me say, yeah, and praise it, you know. And the changes what I say to you we make tonight, it left a question him if him really have that about him as a coach. You say yes, you know what the coach carry to World Cup and them things there, because them changes what he make tonight, to me that wasn't the change. The change when he make is from say about 10 minutes in the second half. He should take out Nicholson, bring in Gray, you know. Just to say, away from, get me wrong, away from taxi change, it was a good one. Because, yes, taxi bring the ball a bit more up the field where Amari Bell never doing. But don't take one from Amari Bell. He did have a good game, differently from that. You understand? So
I think he was not. I think going forward, he wasn't expansive. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why he was taken up. I understand that change. That was a very good change. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm saying his change is a good change. But be honest with you, Shamanika should have come off a long time. Now Blair Turgot went pull out. It wasn't all that bad neither. Be honest with you. Him could have waited a bit with Blair Turgot some more than him, you know, but I guess him not the coach, him see it more, kind of watch it live. Me just the I watch it on TV, so maybe me I see other things where him now say, you understand me I say. So as I say, it wasn't a great game though. But the goal them will be great for make we have 3 more points in the back.
Yeah man, definitely.
Thank God for Flemo.
Yeah man, I think the Flemo change was good, you know, if you ask me. You know, him come on and give a little live wire in the middle of the park. A Speedy Williams too. But I think more the ball was playing on the side where Taxi and Flemo came on. Because if you notice, all along in the game, that's the side we were attacking on, you know, when Bell and Turgot was on. But they weren't getting any penetrative passing, swinging the crosses in and all of that. So I think it was a good change on the coach's part in terms of on that left side of the field. Because Flemings and Taxi came.
Can I ask you a quick question, Coach?
Sure.
If you for sum up Leon Bailey game tonight and Turgot game, which one of them you just play better ball for tonight?
It must be Turgot.
Do I ask Cranky?
It must be Turgot. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I think it's Turgot.
Yeah, of course it is.
But again.
Bailey put the ball in the back of the net, you know.
Yeah? Yeah, but
Bailey put the ball in the back of the net tonight.
But for the outside goal.
Neil. First of all, he missed the goal.
Yeah.
He kicked the ball by the keeper and he bounced back and get a lucky. He put it in. It was barely offside. It wasn't much offside, right? But let's not talk about Bailey. I'm sorry. Let's not talk about Bailey. He should have put his game in the class and move forward.
Coach, with the Bailey situation, I really don't think it's even because he's coming back off the injury and all of that either, you know. I just think Bailey needs to just calm down a little bit. He wants to prove to Jamaica that yes, I can do this. I just feel like that is the thing with him. He wants to prove to us so bad that he can deliver for us. But he just need to calm down and just do the simple things. Them. I just the simple things the man do on the left side. I will get the goal enough.
Let me tell you this. Bailey believe and knows that the Jamaican fans no easy. So he might try to put on a front and try to play this type of football where he no play so in a German. He relax and play ball game. We might try to too much as the
star boy.
Yes, exactly.
And he might overthink it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Me think if him calm down and just play him natural game, man, we can get a better showing from him. Better showing.
And him need, I think another thing I noticed with Bailey is him need more off the ball movement, in my opinion, to be honest with you. And I understand because he might get the man to see him look all the time. Right? So, I don't know if you guys say, well, he must cut in and whatever. And that is him look still. I'm not gonna expect that from him. But just like how the man must sweat, he must switch sides. He never switch no side with Turgot. You understand? He never walk, straight into the middle and see if the defender them follow him. And I think that he is putting a lot of demand on himself. Mm-hmm. And I think that he is playing to the coach's instructions, but the point is, it is weakening his game. It's not strengthening it.
So what people should do, if you have an opportunity, please go back and watch the game. Because sometimes you watch the game and you need the game, you're not observing the entire game, not seeing who's doing what. I suggest you go back and watch it and you see how he plays. Now, I would agree they were playing him very physical today. In fact, sometimes he got fouled, it wasn't fouled. But sometimes he lay down for no reason because he's trying to get rid of the ball.
Come on, they got a penalty to do Cranky.
No,
that was a clear penalty. You don't think that was a penalty?
No.
Yeah, man. No, him push him over, man. Him push him over.
Yeah, man, him push him over.
Coach.
And a shoulder to shoulder that, The
that
man
wasn't
push
short.
him.
Yeah.
But I can't. You know what? I gotta go back and watch it, so I shouldn't say if it was.
We see the replay, man. The replay. We look for it now.
Where I sat, he was calling for the penalty. I thought it was a shoulder to shoulder from where I sat.
No. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder. On them side, him push him.
The man definitely
but the guy was
push
playing
him.
physical. He was playing very physical. Sometimes too physical. So the ref didn't protect him either. But
the ref.
The ref didn't protect him. But no, I must tell you, the fans wanted to stay. So what are you gonna do?
So Cranky, this is how we know so the coaching staff is incompetent, right? Because you sit up on the sideline and see Bailey now get no sort of glory on the right hand side. You can't get around the man, and the man physical with him the entire time. Switch him and make him go over on the other side. I see the one time Bailey go up on the left hand side, you know what him do? Create a assist for Flemo. Get the ball, give Flemo the ball, Flemo score.
Space.
Coaching staff is just absolutely incompetent, fam. Rick Moore not supposed to be in our job tomorrow.
No, but Rome. Hold on. I don't agree with that, So the coach incompetent on that aspect of the game, Because hold on, I know, man. But players should be able to improvise and switch flanks with each other. So it shouldn't be the coach give him an instruction. Say, hey, go over this, I go do that. No, he should be able to improvise and say, I'm not having
with a particular game plan. You can't blame the players to do what the coach asks them to do.
No, but look what he did, Rome. Look what he did. Rome, look what he did. And he got
right hand side and take on one every time. Stay up on the flank.
So hold on, Rome. Rome, hold on. No, me not stick the pin. Hold on. Rome, are you telling me that the instruction he got to go over on the left was from the coaching staff?
No.
Exactly, so that's what I'm saying. He should have improvised before.
Coach.
What did Tapa do?
Coach.
Tapa this the whole game.
Coach, let me say this. Coach, when you play a game, Coach.
Yeah.
When you play a game, I'm gonna mark you out and you get frustrated. See, if the man make you switch side. No one man is supposed to mark it that game for your name, Bailey. Sorry. No one man is supposed to mark it on game.
Cranky and Cataraka coach the team. And Tapa stand up, sir.
Yeah. What call coach? Well, on the German. Hey, Leonard, you're not telling me nothing. the top one have nothing to do with Leon Bailey switching on the flanks. Nothing at all. If him system have a bad switch over there, so call Blair Turgot and say make we switch. Nothing wrong with that. That not nothing to do with Tapa.
Coach.
Me agree, say Tapa make some suspect call and all of that. But in that instance,
but coach, Tapa have the eagle eye, you know. You're up on the field, in the heat of battle, and you sometimes you know look up and see what's going on. But as a coach, if me say my player ineffective, I'm gonna say, yo, I'm gonna call him one side, I'm gonna say, yo, switch side. And guess what? Maybe my player should be doing it on his own, but ultimately I am the coach. And that is why I am there.
No, but Neo, because the type of player Leon Bailey is, the superstar. He know when player over by a Leverkusen in switch flank, he should have tried that. And he tried, and he will get a goal.
Coach, Rome. One talk the room. Same situation with Guardiola with Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry say got instruction to play high and wide. And the right wing. Zin, Thierry Henry wasn't getting the ball any at all in the game. He took it upon himself to switch and play on the left side. As soon as he got over to the left side, he scored. Feeling good going into the dressing room. And when he got into the dressing room, Guardiola asked him, why did he do that?
Making cost for me get goal in can't cost.
He was like
making cost.
Stop on to give no more game.
Yeah. I'll show you forward. Who remember the time when Jamaica had have a fast break and Bailey get fouled and in drop a ground when he never have the ball? The defender step in front time, literally step in front time and kick him down and him lie down there for like a good 5 minutes before him get back up. You remember that play there?
In the second half.
In the second half, from that time onwards, why was the coach not saying, all right, the brother are definitely physical with Bailey. Look back and say for the last 60 minutes, Bailey can't get round him, no care how hard him try, and he always a foul him. Put him on the left hand side, there are 2,000 strikers, put him on the left hand side, make him get some space and swing the ball on the striker then. Why keep him on the right hand side?
May I agree with that, but hear this room. You are the ball upon that side and realize that nothing not going for you. Me can't put up me on a signal and say, coach, yeah, switch. Nothing wrong with that either.
Oh, you know,
so coach.
So that I just give the footballer them, make them do whatever they want to them. The coach
no.
Coach.
He is signaling to the player, to the coach.
Coach, can I say something? Coach, can I say something?
Hey, hold on, people. Me not take off the top, you know. I'm talking what I would expect of my players, not Tapa. This is Coach Minzy.
Well, ultimately he did it, right, Coach? Ultimately he did it.
Of course, he did it, and we got a goal. And that's the point on the now look one. The man made the switch.
Well, I know, and that's the thing, you know. And that's the thing. Liam Bailey never make the switch, you know. And dribble and the ball end up over there and end up over there, you know. Liam Bailey never get up and say, go back up.
Hey, Coach.
He never get up and say, look, see, me I go switch myself, you know. I accident make you reach over there, you know. Liam Bailey never get up and switch specifically.
May Cranky tell us what Tapa was doing at the time.
Where's the Cranky?
Hey, Coach, two things. First of all, Liam Bailey has the freedom to do what he wants to do on this team. It's very obvious. He has the freedom to do it. Second of all, I think a 1-2 can beat a player just like you running by a player. I think a 1-2 can get by a player. I see no one between Liam Bailey and nobody outside. And he had support sometimes to make 1-2. Liam Bailey was taking the ball and trying to do it by himself, and it wasn't working. Let's stop making excuses for him. He was enough time in the game. We were all here cussing and fighting and getting upset. Like I'm saying, a man beside me saying take him off. Others are saying no, you can't take him off. He's a superstar. That was the argument. But it wasn't as if this player is such a dominant defender. He couldn't go by him. It just wasn't working for him today. So as you said, he should switch. Top ain't gonna tell you to switch. If you give the man a knock you out, you switch.
Exactly. And a lot of times that happen in game when forward rotate. What is wrong with that? This is me saying that the player could switch. How is that defending Tapa?
Do you think the coach could have said, I agree with you, coach. It's on the player, it's on the player as well.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Even though it's on Bailey to do it, I'm just saying that in addition to Bailey needing to do it beforehand, that I would have expected Tapa to also spot it and say the same to him.
And I agree with that. You know why I switched to the player? Because I don't believe that the coach should be getting all the blame in that scenario. You understand? So me agree that the coach should have met the Tottenham. Don't get me wrong. I agree with that. But on the other hand, there's a thing in football that is called improvisation from the baller, and the baller have to utilize that.
So I
And Frankie he had not a good game.
Yeah. So he's played 2 games now. He's played 2 games. One game he played the whole game. The other game he played about 70-something, 80 minutes. You can tell me what's your assessment of his performance today?
He had a lackluster performance.
Both games. Both games. So it's not the defender, it's the player. He's trying to do too much. Yes, he's trying to do too much. He's not playing simple. When you put the ball, what happens, guys? The crowd start getting excited. There's a buzz. Then he loses it. The crowd go up and he loses it. The crowd go down. The crowd go up, he gets it.
So they have a great expectation of him.
Yes. The crowd is buzzing when he
because him on the poster ball.
Poster boy, and when you be the first man, that's the worst thing when you be the first man, because the pure nice are here, pure nice. You don't see them get when the man, and they start get out, and then him lose it, and the crowd go down. Bring up his second down, play the ball simple, get into the game, then you can't try beat him, and I try beat from every player. Because you haven't played well the last 2 games. It's unfair to other people to be on the bench, like Gray. When you be on the bench like you're Gray, and you see Nielsen and Bailey playing, and you're Premier League player. And these players are not Premier League players. They're not barely playing in the Bundesliga. And they're not producing. And you're asking yourself, what the hell is this about? Right? And if you're other English player like Hector, who probably should not be taken off the field, who get pulled from the game, your belly get pulled from the game, you're saying, what's happening here? Are we playing this based on meritocracy? Or are we doing it based on who is local or who is local? You gotta answer that question.
There's a question there to Cranky about the referee. You think the referee was good? Was it a good?
No. He let too much go today. He was no. The referees in Chicago to me are not the best referees. The 2 games I've watched today, if it was the Premier League, they'd be more yellow about big shot. The play where Bailey fell, Bailey was trying to get representation. The guy blocked him, right? Nothing was called. The referee didn't see it, by the way. He didn't see it. He was watching the ball, he didn't see it. He got fucked number of time. It wasn't being called. So no, the referee wasn't good. The referee wasn't good today. But you got to play around the ref, right? You can't worry about the referee. You got to play your game. I know the referee can affect the play, but you got to play your game.
All right, Jay and Katarak, you on? Got them freeze again.
When am I Katarak freeze? Keep freezing Katarak. We're trying to get some ear time.
Anyway, we see movement, but we're not here.
Yeah, man, we're there, man. Unmute it. So
yeah, man, we're there.
Yeah, man, what I say now?
You are here?
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah, you know, say at the 115, you know. Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't hear. Coach.
Me I hear you, man.
But me not 2 years, but here we go on, coach. You know, I said Dre a driver and Cataract a DJ, so you know, you think I feel nice. Coach, big up all of the fans, big up all of the commenters on the thumb down and lick down the like button. You understand? But hear next man attack.
No man, I hear alone attack one.
So hold on, make we get it right, coach. Make we get it right. We're gonna get it right.
All right, them I try to sort out it. Crooks.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
No, we have to laugh, coach.
Yeah.
Because in the last game, we talk about the midfield problem, about the midfielders free. So and if we buck, we would do we are play. We not can't manage on the big side because I watch Canada against Haiti. I tell you, so the man them boss the midfield. The man them boss the midfield, and if I saw we are gonna play like how we are playing now, I tell you. But next thing, so we are do the same thing like how we do when we play the 4-2-3-1. No, the 4-3-3. Where the wingers them go wide, right? The wingers them go forward, right? To receive the ball. I wonder, we play a 4-4-2, right? and we have two tall strikers, right? But yet me still see Bailey a try to cut in and I try take shot. And me still see Tergat a try to cut in and I try take shot. And the man them a block off the shot them because the man them a lock off Bailey left foot, right? And we have two tall strikers in that wait for the ball, see me, and the man them still a try to cut in and take, and so the man them a mark out the shot from them cutting in and shooting, right? So me I wonder what's the purpose of the two wing back them going forward then. Me don't know, them just go forward to get the ball to pass it back to either Bailey or Tergat. Me don't understand.
Right, them need for square too.
Because to me, if the fullback them all go forward, right, coach? Obviously, that makes sense to the wingers them tuck inside, right, and create more option inside, right? Just like when my boy come on, when the guy that was scored the goal, Flemings, right? It was a Flemings stuck inside to try to receive the ball inside to give them problem inside of them 18 yard area. Instead of trying to cut in every minute for them block off him, right? Him try to move inside of the box to receive the pass. So me I wonder now, we tried that strategy the twice, and it now work because the man them keep marking out the wingers them, and the wingers them still a try to cut in and try kick, and it just now work. And me I wonder why they never switch.
Yeah, we are here. Yeah, man.
Finally started.
Yeah, make Cataract talk, man.
Hold on, the Cataract. You see the man them in the waiting room. Just give me a few seconds here. Go ahead, Cataract.
With the coach, big up every subscriber, every man, every loyal fan. Coach is a hard one this year, brother. I tell you. It's a win, coach, but Guadeloupe is not a real country. Guadeloupe don't exist out in a FIFA. So this result, I am hoping people just get some lessons and understand. So all of us that were fooling ourselves, I hope we really see and understand and know and just take this lesson to cut the foolishness. Oh, this is an embarrassing result against a country that is not a real country. Me jump on people and say, boy, you get victory and you love talk about the negative. We have been speaking about it since the Suriname game. But I don't even know to blame the player or to blame the coach. But this match, coach show why Kappa have a B license and don't have a pro license. And as a matter of fact, we need to check it. It's a learner's license. I want to just ask coach, how can you have a Premier League striker, right, sitting and rubbing the bench while you have another striker, Shamar, and miss chance after chance after chance, misplaced passes, walking on the field. Coach, the whole 115, 116 over the side of me, the 170, the whole of our ball, we want great. The man was so frustrated, he was shaking head. For 30 minutes, the man a warm up. You know what, coach? Not tell the people the truth out there. So you know what? The man walk and go in the dressing room. And Paula get up. And them to the camera, this show. I know that the camera showed Paula get up and remonstrate with Tapper. The man a go in the dressing room. Oh God, man. You can't style a man like that. And when the man came on, you could see the marked difference. I don't know what you see on camera, but I know say in the live, the man gave with 10 minutes a little joy in the stands. His first touch, his skill in running off the ball. Everybody can talk about Flemo. And congratulations to Flemings for scoring the goal that gave us the victory. Congratulations. Right? But coach, I hope that people saw the off the ball run that Andre Gray made to pull the central defender out of position to open up the shooting lane. These are the little things that we talk about that you get from a professional striker. As the coach, that's something I want the people to answer. As I said in the chat, big up all the haters of Antwerp. Because brother, today, what I saw in the middle of the park, where Dre anyway that see that big life on. Michael Hector is not a central defensive. So everything passes the way he's playing. But at least when Speedy came on, we saw a little effort in the thing, but still lacking in the middle of the park. Still lacking in the middle of the park. We do not have somebody to win the ball, calm the game down, and start the attacks. We do not have that. DJ is not a central defensive midfielder, although he has played a few times in his life. He's a CM or a central attacking midfielder. So I don't know what to say. It was painful to watch.
Yeah,
The
Catara,
Reggae
but
boys
not to not.
struggled. They struggled from the stands, and I'm not giving my own personal view. Dre can talk when him stop drive. It was a struggle for us to watch in the stand. It was painful,
Yeah, man.
painful. To see a striker throw away an open goal, fully open goal, and hit the ball in the third row in the stands, where people in the stands are playing with the ball. I I want Balakar come for the program. Stop hiding and chat and come for the program and tell you how that goes.
Even the Fox News people were remarking, saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Why is Shaman Nicholson taking a free kick? During the training, I never see him take one. Him go and take the free kick in the first half, sky the ball, road three in the stands again. But, boy, this was a lesson in how not to play 4-4-2.
But
And
4-4-2 is
Leon Moore,
antiquated.
and Low came under pressure. Thank them for saving us a couple times, but if you keep exposing your central defenders, at some point they are going to slip up. So that is my comment. Right? All do I think? Amari Bell, nice guy. How long did it take the man to see that he, Jesus Christ, how long did it take the man to see that the thing now work on the left, the Amari can't deal with the thing for the left back. If Taxi get a yellow card or if Taxi injured, then he can come in, but he cannot be the man for the left.
Yeah.
When Taxi came in, you saw a difference.
So Katara, let me understand you correctly. It was the assistant coach who called for the change for Gray to get onto the field.
Yes, not called for a war feed.
This is madness, man.
Corey Burke ready to make the run, and there's not a hookup between Corey and Shamar. Shamar not winning the headers, he's not winning the aerial duels, he's not holding up the ball. Him offer nothing, zero. So last time I gave him 5, literally. Shamar Nicholson was the worst player on the field for Jamaica.
No.
And yet,
No.
hold on. I know, hold on. Stand. Me rate you, I love you, brother. But, who will we a big man who thought? Bailey was marginally worse.
By
But
failing,
was so bad.
by
From
failing
our
to
side,
score those chances, Shamar bring the team under undue pressure. Right? And he brought the other team back into the game. Because once they must have said to themselves, boy, luck is on our side. Because Lightning strike at the same place 3 times when the man failed for score. So why not just come at them?
Hey, Neo, because at 25 minutes, the man warm up final. Great warm up final. Because he come warm up first, then he go back, then he come warm up again. A lot of warm up final. I don't even warm up and come on before it.
Listen, it seemed
it's crazy.
It seemed to me that Tapa can get personally involved in other thing. You understand? And it's like the man say, well, me right, Uno wrong, and Cast it what it may. I'm going to do my thing. You understand? And you can't put yourself in front of the team, Topper. And the assistant coach is there for a reason. You know, so to me, I don't know. It was brutal.
Coach, I want to ask the panel again. The most expensive player on the field, the player whose transfer value is at the highest, had players who are in the USL warm up. Him a warm up before them, you know, and then get up and warm up and come on the field before it. How do you expect the man to feel? And he's not injured. He is match sharp.
And he scored the two most recent goals for us.
And had the assist. No, man.
The Fox News, the Fox Sports people were focusing on him. At one point, you could say Gray with the man on him head. You understand? The man was sitting there with his hand on his head like, I can't believe this is happening.
Look, I think, I'm not going to focus on how Gray was remonstrating.
You're not
what
focus,
he was doing. No. Here's my point on this, because I don't want to play the thing he's bigger than the country of the team. But I would say this, which is a couple of things. One is, I think when you're on the bench, though, and a player is in your position, they're not playing well, and the coach is not making any change, it's only going to frustrate you. And your question is this based on meritocracy, or is it favoritism? Right? That's one. Secondly, when he came on, actually, he was playing both offense and defense. My battery's dying. He was running really hard. He was running back to the pressure.
Like he always does.
Shamar doesn't do that. Shamar is running in spurts. And so if you're playing a total game and someone else is playing half a game, it's going to be frustrating. But anyway, my battery dies, and I'm going to run. So maybe I have one bar left. And we'll catch up on it later.
All right, cool. Tito Williams, welcome to the panel. What say you on the game?
Yeah, big up, Coach Benzie and the rest of the panelists. Good night to everyone. The game, honestly, it's real frustration. Like when I said frustration to the fullest, I play football, during the week. I'm not professional anymore. And I'm telling you, I have guys that I play with that they can play better than the guys that are playing in Jamaica team. They're not better, but watching them play football, like just really knocking the ball, just simple things, I can't see how Jamaica football team is playing like this. It's like, I think the Manchester United guy there, he was saying that it was a ping pong type of thing, right? And honestly, the worst player on the field, based on chances, Nicholson. First touch is poor. Like he can't control. He moves like he can't really. He's not mobile in moving. He doesn't read the game well. What's the other guy? Alvas Paul. I've not heard anyone say anything about Alvas Paul. Alvas Paul was poor too. Like extremely poor. He lost the ball, especially in the last part of the game. He lost the ball in some dangerous positions, right? And Liam Bailey, his attitude, his mannerism when he has the ball is like, I'm gonna take on everybody. Come at me, I'm gonna take on everybody. And when he loses the ball, he has this thing about him like, I'm not gonna work back for it, or I'm just frustrating. And I don't know if anyone saw this in the last game. There was an argument between Bobby Reed and Liam Bailey because it was the same thing. Bobby Reed was telling him, like, I'm here, pass me the ball. You can't try to take on everyone. Like, simple, just pass the ball, right? And when he loses the ball, as he got the yellow card, that's the reason why he got the yellow card, because he could have passed the ball in the midfield, right? So I agree that the game was horrible. But I don't blame the coach. I blame the coach get the least amount of blame for this game. All right, the players were horrible. They weren't passing the ball properly. The best thing for us again was our defense.
Let me ask you a question, Tito, because you say you don't blame the coach for this. What What instruction do you think that the coach gave them before they went on the field? So was it the instruction of the coach that caused them to be playing the way they played? For me, they were playing slow, they were playing flat, no creativity. So it's just a matter of the team needs to be sweep out rather than the coach. That's what you're saying.
Yes, they need to pick up. I commented in a WhatsApp group earlier, and I know we're living in a snowflake type of world where everybody's like touchy-feely and soft and all of that. When I was playing football, you do something wrong, your coach want to thump it on, cost you all those things. I think that these guys need some roughness behind them. Like when you do something stupid, you're supposed to be afraid.
Primo, you're not talking thing. Primo not talking thing. The man then need to go back to the pickaxe stick days, brother. When you ramp with man ball game and Gareth side and man very true with a pickaxe stick bad man.
Yeah, but it kind of
Leon Bailey thought he got fouled. Lay down on the field and lay down in an offside position. So I remember this. So Daniel Johnson couldn't spring the ball forward the right way because Bailey is laying down on the field, crying like a little beer. Coach, remember when we had the program? Remember when we had a program that said Leon Bailey, the poster boy, and everybody jumped on cataract case because I told you the winger cannot be the poster boy. Remember? I don't hear all of those apologies. We even see them in our box. Bad man, we know football. We never play the game, but we know ball game as a man. We watch ball game. And I can tell you who I chat. Bridget, when Andre Gray come on the field, you saw a different level of class. The man shoot the ball, the keeper made a save, and the man tried to make an acrobatic shot to score. He was determined to score. I saw Andre Gray run back. So he had 2 shots on target. Plus he had a run back and win the ball off of the Guadeloupe, right? In 9 minutes. How many times did Boza win the ball back? The man won, I think, is 1 or 2 aerial duels in 9 minutes. Look at the production in 9 minutes of the striker. Everybody in the stand, if me lie, me die. That strike with that bus up my head in a 50 places. Everybody in the stand was like, wow, all some Surinamese are sit down next to it. I start cheer the man. Coach, yo, the man might take the man's side for some dog, no dog. But yo, if you don't want to sell some if you don't want to sell some player, I don't have some like sell on clause and a some man contract on the thing, alright. Or the tell them if I some coronation marketing and then spread out to the chop all in. You understand? Or the tell me
but look how them hurt Shamar now. Right? Because you keep Shamar on, clear that man was off him game. And what is his takeaway from the match? Fox Sports and all of the fans are now saying this man clearly is not good. So if you are trying to promote Shamar and you were trying to help him out, you just did the exact opposite.
Yeah, Neil, that's true. That's true.
Thank you.
So
this is what we have known about Shamar. Coach, this is what we know about Shamar. He misses at least 4 or 5 chances before he tucks away one.
And sometimes he doesn't tuck away any.
Well, today was a prime example. Could you imagine Corey Burke working in tandem with Andre Gray, brand new, fresh at the start of the game?
Watch Tapa start Shamar next game.
Even with the head, watch him start Shamara, watch him start Amari Bell. Amari Bell was the person doing the press conference. Like, dude, the man was literally the worst player in the match before. How does he become the poster boy for a press conference? Something alright tonight, I think, man. I mean, coach, we not stop talk about the player them at England. We can drop something over Ryan. When we are driving, so when we were coming, Dre anywhere that Depot alive with Tito Taylor Art.
Yeah, man, me did that on it, man.
You hear what the man said?
Yeah, man.
People that work for just get it coming. JFF, I am using this platform take up on the phone, buy a credit, and call Emil Smith Rowe. I am telling you from reliable sources, he will take a call from the JFF now. Mason Greenwood is ready to don the shirt. If we don't, if people and chattings, they don't know. Me can't tell about nobody else, coach. But coach, the thing look ridiculous, dog. For months we've been talking about the CDM thing. You know what? You know what Michael Lecter's biggest contribution to the game was? To buck down Corey Burke and Bus opening it. If we keep playing the youth, we keep playing the man out of position.
And he's honest though, Cataract, because during the press conference, Hector said, I usually play a central defender and I'm in the team trying to play CDM. He said it during the press conference. And when Hector goes into the CDM position, Hector is playing a central defender in the middle of the field.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, he came back so deep he was in line with Lowe. Because some of the time we won, that was 3 defenders we played with. We thought it was a 3 at the back. I swear to God.
The man makes Speedy look good.
Listen to me. I see some of my people them when we the vloggers start and persons on the panel, they are the first one to say that we are bash the team and we are do this. Me watch a United States podcast and the man them go through the good and the man then go through the bad of the team. You understand? So why can't we analyze the thing? Because we already, everybody said we get 3 points, that is good. But the performance is the issue.
And you know, coach, when the fans in the United States talk, them federation take them seriously.
Yeah.
Because enough coach them go through. We could have ball to where I blew. JFF don't even look for me, and then Topper, I'm sorry, Topper, sometimes you come across as egotistical or just arrogant. You understand? And it's not about you, brother. You had your chance in 98. Everybody else want to reach World Cup again. So sometimes you can take a talk.
Pixitas, what are we saying in a manner that we are slandering the players? Tell me. Because you're saying that it's not what we say, it's how we say it. Have you heard anybody here on the panel slandering any of the players?
Truth is an offense to slander.
Well, let me tell you something. The way me Billy has slow, you know. Me take time and tiptoe and cover the program because you know it's a family channel and he's a family man and least then coach that least then person and we are just hooligan. But I keep telling you that it's not easy, brother. The amount of money we pay that we not have it like that, brother. And when we give a last to watch the team, the least we expect to see is a performance. Jamaica was hanging on for dear life before the goal from Flemo. The ball was being played in the Jamaican half.
Yep, any minute now them look at them with a score.
The ball was not, the Guadeloupans were camped out in the Jamaican half. Yes. And, coach, I'm worried about Tuesday. I'm worried about man. I'm worried.
Of course.
What was the score in the second game? Anybody watching can tell because I know so.
I think it's 0-0.
0-0.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 0-0.
Coach. Oh God, man! I love reggae boys, and I love it with my heart.
It's 0-0 so far. It's 0-0 so far.
Coach, we were hanging on for dear life. We were hanging on for dear life. I want to ask the fans of Leon Bailey, the ones that really bash me when they come on and give the honest opinion, because I'm not a fanboy. You understand? I'm a rate player. I'm a rate certain player. But coach, Chitty can't cross a ball. One at a time, the man, three Jamaican players and one defender in our back. And the man play a flat ball on the ground, including. So I want to ask if City can cross the ball. What's up with the crosses? I was not coach when I told you honestly from training that Paul Hall got upset about the crossing. Some man act like them in the know. Me tell you, so the man send some man go one man go and shower early. Remember me tell you, coach?
Yeah.
Remember me tell you?
Yeah,
And
man.
which cross Jamaica put in? Tell me one cross Jamaica put in.
But Blair Turgot was not good on the cross. I seen the first somebody mute.
Alva seen a Shamar run like he might go meet the man instead of running a speed.
I see a cross came over now, the one and he came in the box. It was a poor cross, but it just happened to reach to Boza and it went into the side of the net. Who remember that cross? And that was Blair Turgot who made that cross. So yeah, we don't see a lot of crosses are swinging at the box. Not like that. But let me read this super chat. I am so ashamed what is going on with the coach. OMG, this the worst thing I've ever seen. I wanted Jamaica to lose at 1 point, brother. So this is what Tennessee Lewis is saying. Big up for the super chat, Tennessee. Yeah, it reached that point till we did Qatar, we did want to end the stream, you know. To how we feel about the game, you know.
Bad man, coach, you feel the same way how the people in the stands they feel. So we therefore just give it the vibe from the stand. Notice that we not talk all day. We don't really come on the way and we say we are competing. Coach, all one little youth, then I'm Jamaican shirt I cry. The little uptown youth, the man I cry. The man that asking daddy if Jamaica gonna lose.
Coach.
Yeah, man.
The assessment for the game. In my observation, Hector not go on too bad. Apart from the one time when them bounce him off of the ball, like say he wasn't there, him not going too bad. But I think the way how Hector and Daniela play the midfield, them are going good, but it doesn't support the game, if you understand what I'm saying. Because if you look at the last game, the goals that we got bypassed the midfield. So it's as though the midfield doesn't really contribute much to the game. When they get the ball, they tend to more do back pass and diagonal passes rather than going forward and looking for creative plays into the forward. Nicholson, let me talk about Tapper first and time into Nicholson, because Tapper, I always want Tapper to succeed and be a good coach for Jamaica and be like, yes, he's Jamaican and everything and all that and they give him an opportunity to move on after him completing work with Jamaica. But him not really have an eye for the game. Because when you watch the game, you can see definitely that Nicholson wasn't having a good game. This game was worse than the first game, within which he was more involved. But Nicholson wasn't in this game. He gave up chances. And like somebody mentioned, you have people like Gray on the bench that sit down. When Gray come in, the game change. If Nicholson starts the next game and Gray not start, only supports the fact that Tapper needs to go. Because he don't really understand the game. Leon Bailey. We can criticize him, and I think he's due some criticism. But I think when I think where him end up have doing, I think him about like what I want to call the messy impact. Where when you come in a country team, you feel like say, you need to deliver, so you end up doing more than you need to really do in order to deliver. In the first game against Suriname, he have a chance to run at a defense. He want to bounce back to Bobby Reid. He could have run at a defense. Barely have the capacity to run at a defense. There were two defense, one on his left and one further on his right. He could have more than run at them and cut at them and beat them and score. But him try to pass. The pass we make today, when time about three Jamaican and two defense in front of him. Two defense from Guadeloupe. Bailey could have run further into the box and cross the ball across the goal and allow those 3 Jamaicans free access to the ball. So he might try to do a bunch of things. And I'm not saying that him have a horrible game, but it's just that him really try to do more than he needs to do. And I hope Tapper and hopefully nigga from Paris, what's his name again? Paul Hall.
No. Well, tell you boy, you don't call him on that, Virgin.
Oh no.
No call him on that, man.
Coach.
Well,
man. Forgive me again.
Okay.
Gentleman. When I use the word,
no use it.
When I use the word a while ago, it was that derogatory word.
We
in
know, but
in the context that it was used.
We know,
but anyway,
but people will take it for that.
All right, good. I understand. So I hope Paul Hall, just like Cataract mentioned earlier, that if it wasn't for Paul Hall's insistence, Gray wouldn't get the play when he deserved to get. Because Gray should have come on from the second half. The minute the man come on, the goal attempt, but the man get after the man push the ball through the man side and move on to the game. We don't see the knife forward them play the ball inside of the box. All of our goals them tend to come from outside the box so far, apart from Fleming's goal. But the goal them seems to come from outside the box because the man not take on the defense in its entirety. But overall, the team play average. But I think what we need to do now is to really understand the players, because Bailey play too deep. That's one of the biggest problems. The 2 games them Bailey play too deep. Bailey used to play in a top third at the offensive half, where people forward pass the ball to him and is able to then use that time to cut through and do whatever he needs to do. To go for the place from so deep and come back, he might tire. And when him tired, him not gonna be able to execute the way how he should be able to execute. And I think that is part of the problem. We need to understand Bailey as the ace in the game, use him appropriately. And that is part of our problem.
I just want to add really quick, Coach. It seemed to me like Mr. Butler and Tapper and Leon need to go on a conference call. You understand? Because I agree that Bailey is not on top of his game right now. But I think there is some truth to the assertion that Tapper is not really getting Bailey into the game like he should. Bailey is a weapon in our arsenal, right? And even though Bailey might not be living up to his potential, the coach also has a responsibility to fine-tune that, right? And maybe Bailey need to talk to Butler in Jamaica. I really think a conference call with the three of them would do really well.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point because I think Craig would know how to get the best out of Leon Bailey. And a call like that wouldn't hurt any of them. Because he want the best player, he want one of your poster boys on the team to be playing at his optimum best.
There's no doubt that Bailey is talented. No doubt about it. You understand? Something not clicking, and they can work it out.
Definitely.
You can't make egos get in the way.
Oh, and coach.
I don't think it is a conference call.
Sorry.
Hold on, JR, hold on. Qatar, go ahead.
I think Leon Bailey needs to calm down, stop acting like a diva, and apply himself with the skills that he clearly has. You lose the ball, you have to fight back and win it. A large section of the Jamaican public has been
Suriname score.
Suriname score?
One love to Suriname.
Update. Suriname score.
Yeah, very
good.
Coach,
let me break Cataract for a second, coach.
Sorry, Cataract.
Let me break Cataract for a second, coach. Cataract,
no, break him.
No, man, this is important. I'm going to speak.
Well, on, Cataract might still get cut off, you know.
Yeah, so coach, I think the application, Leon Bailey got a lot of the ball today. He saw a lot of the ball. And nothing in anger was produced from his side of the wing. Right? Yes, when he cut across, I went to the left wing, but Blair Target can't operate on the right. So even when he cut across to the left, it left the team unbalanced. I don't know how it looked on TV, coach, but I never seen a shape. In the middle, it's like you play a flat four in the middle. instead of a diamond. So that was frustrating. But again, I want to give kudos to Andre Blake. He made the save, magnificent save. Brilliant, Dre. Anyway, I say magnificent.
Where would
Right?
we be
When
without
called
Andre
upon,
Blake?
he's always there for us. And for me, he was the man of the match. Because had he not made that save, Jamaica would have gone 2-1 down, and I don't think we could have dug ourselves out that hole. Because of the lack of a CDM, Liam Moore and Damian Lowe seem to be always out of position and having to fight in their defensive responsibility. A lot is thrown on their shoulder, and they stood up tonight. We did not really see the first. We did not see the first.
Did both of them get a yellow card?
Can I
What
go now,
does that
coach?
mean for them in the next round? In the next
Can I
round
go
of
now,
games?
coach? Because what I wanted to mention a while ago is that when I think Cataract, I know that you're in the stadium, but on the TV, even though Bailey was playing and trying to do a little bit too much, there were plays that he made that, in my observation, was deserving of fouls. Because what you find that every time Bailey got on the ball, there were two defense around him. So he moved from one, there's another one right around him. And immediately they just park their bodies in front of him, not for the ball, but just to stop him. So there are times when I think he was deserving of fouls, but the referee didn't play for the fouls. I don't know how many persons observed that as well.
Yeah, I think you're correct on that. I could agree. Some of the calls went against him. But looking at this from Jermaine's survey, big up yourself, Jermaine. Watching the game in person, everyone could see that Nicholson needed to be taken off. Tapper had Flemmer and Gray come on with 10 minutes left. Everyone could see that this should have happened long time. So yeah, that's
agreed.
Yeah, man, that's one of the points that we were making earlier. Big up yourself, Jermaine. But at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, we would have gotten 3 points. And all the things set up right now, we're leading the group because it's a points thing that will propel us to the next round. We are leading the group, so we really can't take that away from the Reggae Boys. It was a good win in terms of we got 2 goals. They got 1. Don't misinterpret me now.
Good. How is it good, coach?
Because we got 2 goals and the other team got 1. So it's a good win. That's the point I'm making. That's why I'm
Can I say something, coach? Can I say something?
Go ahead. That's how we clarify it first.
Coach, it's a win.
Yeah.
The end does not justify the means. And the means tonight didn't really work for me. The means didn't really work for me. I'm watching the Suriname game now. I'm surprised we beat this team because they look really good against Costa Rica. Even though I think any teams in this zone are that great, actually. Because Costa Rica is okay. Let's see how we play against them. But Costa Rica scored. Too much noise.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, can you hear the Costa Rica fans?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut off. There's too much noise.
Yeah, man. So as I was saying, it's a good win for us because that win gave us 3 points. So Cataract, with the highfalutin thing about good or great win or bad win, we're not going there. The man then win 3 points. Yeah.
So all wins give you 3 points. All wins give you 3 points.
Yeah, man. I know.
But some wins give you a false sense of security and a false sense of what's happening, and then you run up into a hiding and shellacking, and that is what worries me. Do you think we could play like this against the United States and Mexico? What do you think would happen?
It worries all of us, Cataract. The performance worries all of us. But the fact of the matter is we are in a good place right now because we are leading the group currently and we are basically into the quarterfinals. So we have to
That's
give the
another goal.
team. That's another goal.
2 goals in 2 minutes.
Also, it's 2-1 for Costa Rica. Well,
Yep.
there you go. All right. So as I was saying, Qatar, you see, I agree with everything what you're saying, Bridget. But at the same time, we basically in the quarterfinals. You understand? So all we're gonna talk about the performance, which is what we do as analysts. We try to break down the performance. But at the end of the day, it is 3 points. It's now the onus is now on the technical team. Go back to the drawing board again and see what they are doing wrong in terms of the play, how the players are actually playing. Is it that their confidence is not up? Is it that mentally they are not into the game? Is there something brewing in the camp? These are some of the things that the team should do now to try and get the best out of the players. Because based on what is happening, the coaching staff is not getting the best out of all of the players. And that is something critical. We have always said that the players are going to be playing for top and all of this thing. But right now, apparently that is not happening, in my estimation.
Coach, if during the next game we don't see Corey Burke and Andre Grace start, right? I would be highly disappointed because those two guys seem to be really, on top of their game, right? And I mean, the other issue that we're having, and everybody says it over and over again, the midfield, right? When it's Hector and DJ, we can't get the ball forward, right? When it's Speedy and DJ, we might get the ball forward, but we lack the confidence in defense. And I don't know the technical staff and the coaching staff. I mean, this is what they need to. Frankly, maybe we need Ravel, and we're probably not going to get him for this tournament. But that is what they need to concentrate on. That midfield is still the outstanding issue.
Definitely.
Yeah, I do think we're playing the midfield, but you're playing 2 center forwards, right? Automatically, you have less people in the midfield. Bailey and Turgot are playing wide and high. The 2 center forwards are playing high up. You're only going to have 2 people in your midfield. We keep talking about Turgot and Bailey, they're playing really midfield. When we're defending, Bailey comes back. But we're actually playing 4-2-4 a lot of times in the game. So by automatically, Neo, you're going to have less people in the midfield, which leave yourself open. And frankly, people are giving. We took out Hector early in the game. I didn't think Hector was playing that badly. I don't.
I agree with you. I don't think he played badly. I don't. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, when Hector is on the field, our posture is different than when Speedy come on the field. And what we do to attack when Hector's on the field is different because I think when he's on the field, the ball is over the top and there are long passes. When Speedy come on the field, there are more passes in the passing lanes, right, and less of the long ball, right. But the point is,
I agree, but Speedy doesn't have the ability to play long ball. Neil, I'm telling you. Hey, Hector is the only person who made pass with the defense, apart from the 2 center half, 25, 30 yards in the first half. That find a man wide. I agree we play short pass in the second half. But Hector was spraying the ball left and right in the first half.
So what we need to do is to identify which forward pairing works well with Hector.
Yeah.
Right? And which forward pairing works well with Speedy. I don't think that we have done that.
Yeah, look, we have to make a decision as to play Speedy the next game instead of Hector. I was curious to see what that looks like, right? Play Speedy. If you put on Speedy and see people saying when Speedy come on, the game changed. Let's see what he does from the start of the game. I'll be curious. I'm curious.
Yeah, definitely. It's. But like I said, let us stay on the positive side of things.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
We always live through the World
Cup. Coach, I'm gonna say this. Kazaraka na may siyado ay I'm very focused on not first round. I'm focused on, do I see us building to winning the Gold Cup? That's the imperative.
Say that again.
I'm focused on, how do I see us looking, building up to trying to win the Gold Cup?
Mm-hmm.
Not about a scrape a 2-0 win or a 2-1 win, and we look ordinary. We are building to something which is a crescendo, and right now I'm not liking the build up to that crescendo.
Right.
If we come second in the group, and we will be facing the US, isn't that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
No, it depends on how US and Canada game goes.
We expect the US to beat Canada. I see. That's the expectation.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the expectation.
So okay, we'll be playing US then.
Yeah. And the USA team, they look young, but they're effective. Right? Our team, we have the talent, but we're not effective.
Yeah, and I don't think the US defense is as solid as ours, but like you said, they are effective because they are playing at a high pace. They have technical abilities and all
they
that.
They look like a well-coached team.
Yeah, and if this is a C team and a play so.
Yeah, and our team would just look like we are limp. I mean, improvisation, accident. You know, people really don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then at times the coach look disinterested. Right? I don't know. It is not a good look.
I think it comes down to a coach. I think our coach is, to me, him not technical. You understand? And
you know, people say that
if you look on the rest of coach them, who are coached the other side of them even look more technical than we by far. We play Suriname look very much technical. Even this side since night look more technical than we. It's just the individual skill and finishing what we have as really carry through. You understand?
I agree, brother. And I agree.
If we decide to go all the way through, we have to get a technical behavior pattern where you go out with that on the field. You understand? The coach, and if have an assistant coach which is more qualified than him, you should have worked with that man. Give me some advice, you know. What you see around, you know, what you think what the next change will make. You know, respond as a unit where you help each other so it balance the team in the terms of where Whitmore can say, Paul are supposed to can say and help him with it and say, I think a change you need to make. You know,
Tapper is a good. It is said that Tapper is a good motivator, and he'll get the team to walk through a wall. But just being a good motivator don't necessarily mean that you're doing the technical work that needs to be done. You understand? And so to me, as you say, the two of them need to work together. Right now, I don't know what Paul Hall's recommendation was in terms of the style of play, etc., etc. But from the way things look, we need a better identity, a better style, a system.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, our players are more. Everybody know it. Everybody who the commentators on the TV know that we have some of the most talented players out there, but we just can't get with stuff together.
We just can't get ourselves together. That's the biggest problem of the team right now. That compact.
And you know what?
Assurance of what they're doing.
You know what? I look at this US team to answer people. Remember, you know, if it is a C team, all of these players that are in the team are going to want to impress, so that they'll have a look in going forward in the qualifiers. If our team, if our players are playing this way, like them don't want to make the team again, or is it a case where them space well locked?
That's what I mean? Just when I said to the coach. I think all Jamaican guys believe in here at them after in the team. There is nothing maybe take them out of the team. That's how I look at it, because if there was some guy who fight for them position, you know, you must have better performance from them. But them so sure of themselves that no matter how them play, them go always speaking on the side, you know. So how can we go forward, you know? That's the problem.
Right, because the dynamic that we have is this, you know, this English player versus local player foolishness. You understand?
Foolishness.
I mean, That is the dynamic in our team. And because that division exists, someone feels say, yo, you have a quota of Englishman, and someone feels you have a quota of local man. And so basically, as you say, man feels them players guarantee in the team. And then also, even when you get called from big baller on game day, I say, yo, may I get my papers? Them can't say till them face blue because it look like really and truly, you know, the authorities, the administration are not really interested in recruiting better talent that is out there. And again, you know, about thing where we have a bravado and a local pride where we want to display. But brother, listen, man, we want to win. You understand? So everybody have to put them ego aside and put the team first.
This would be and again, I'm going to say, let's see what the next game offers in the group stage. Now, if the third game, because me really be patient, you know. I'm really being patient. If we go into the third game of the group stage and our performance has not improved, then we're gonna take out this shop, you know.
Coach, how much time I tell you, said Tapa is the luckiest. Tapa is one of the luckiest coaches alive. Okay? And the reason why I'm so lucky is because we have individual brilliance in the camp. So even when things bad, man and man find a way.
Yeah, the four goals that we score, I don't see where it has been a build-up play. Moving to the third.
Skill.
That's the brilliance of the players. So
look at the history of the Gold Cup under Tapa. It's the same thing, you know. In the past, when we have gone all the way, it's not because the team has been clicking. It has been a Taxi score a wicked goal, a wicked one goal. Shamar score a wicked one goal. You understand?
So is it the pathway then of the tournament that allow things to be looking like it is looking?
Listen, Tapa is him have a rabbit's foot on them shirt. The man just lucky. You understand? I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect the coach, but I mean, as I said before, I think that we are underachieving, right? And I think that the coach need to find a way to get the best out of the team, as you said earlier on, coach. And I don't think we're doing that.
Hey, coach, I think we're talking about technical. I think it's how you set the team up, you know. You gotta set the team up for success. I don't think we should play. The what we call it 4-4-2. I don't think we should play with two center forwards. I don't think we move the ball well to the middle of the field like everyone is saying. And part of the problem is playing with two center forward, one who is moving like he's lame, the other one who's really working really hard, but there's no link up between the center forward. How many times you see a link up between Burke and Nichols today? And they both playing off each other. It wasn't really working. So we got to change that strategy. I'm surprised I didn't see McGee today. I thought we'd have brought McGee in and probably use one center forward at one point in the game to get the balls to the wingers and get the balls to the center forward. But that wasn't working well. And by the way, guys, for those who was giving Hamari Bell a whole lot of issue around number 7, go ask the left back for Costa Rica today. It's the same crap. He's destroying him. So sometimes the winger, that's what I was saying about Bailey, which is if you're a very skillful winger, let the wing back pay. You complain about referee and complain referee. Number 7 is destroying the wing back he's playing against. He should be doing the same thing. Not to digress the conversation.
That's Suriname's best player.
But I'm saying Bailey's supposed to be our best player. He's not beating anybody. He's not creating anything for anyone else. He's just out there. I don't want to lament on Bailey all night, but I'm just saying people making excuses to play. Don't make excuses. Look, I'm not going to blame Tapa. I don't know what Tapa is doing. I would admit that substitution came way too late. Everyone understands where I was saying Nicholson need to come on. They weren't saying Bailey, surprised me, but Nicholson. My niece was saying Bailey should come up, and she knows nothing about football. She's just here with me, and she was like biased on the field. But there's a bias there. But I do agree that Gray should have come on earlier. And I do agree that maybe he should revisit the system, because right now, how I see Suriname progressing the ball and how Costa Rica progressing the ball, we're not doing the same thing. I'm gonna cut off now that the noise is getting louder. Sorry.
All right. So since we have spoken that the coach, well, most people think that the coach did not make the changes at the correct interval. We have spoken about the performance of the player, the overall performance. Let us quickly run through now. Finally, the player rating. Let me see this comment here. Can we compare Tapa Gold Cup run with Winfred Gold Cup? No, not now. That would be after the Gold Cup. That would be after the Gold Cup. We wouldn't want to do it now. This is a game that was played we're talking about. So let us rate the players now individually. So we spoke about the entire team. So goalkeeper Andre Blake. What say you?
Andre Blake get a 10 for me. I
Mhm.
mean, what better foundation? What better foundation can you build your team on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So you'd get a 10. Sean, you'd give him a 10?
No, Andre Blake. Yeah, you can say him deserve that 10 still, be honest. But my number one I gave him first still was a 8. But the reason why I'm going to give him the 10, if he never saved that goal, I think we'd have struggled to get back. So I think he deserves the 10, yeah.
All right. The fact that a goal went in, I can't give him the full 10. I'd give him a 9, even though it was a deflected ball that he was going to cover.
Yeah.
I would give him 9. I would not give him the full amount.
That's a different thing, you know.
The deflection sent him the wrong way.
Right.
So we're giving 9 and 10s, boy. Don't tell us, boy.
No, man. We're at Andre Blake.
I know. Andre Blake, to me, he didn't get enough work to get a 9 or a 10. He made a brilliant save, but he didn't get enough work to get a 9 or a 10.
Now, what would you give him, Cranky?
I give him a 7.5. I can't give a 9 or 10 for somebody who get to make 2 saves in the game, and he made barely 2 saves.
He was the most competent player on the field.
In his position. Because
yes.
When he was called upon...
10 mean exceptional, not competent. Competent mean you're okay.
Right, that's why I'm not giving him 10. I am not giving him 10. But we have to respect Neo's view.
Okay.
I'm giving him 10. I'm giving him 10 because he without that save, right? There was a goal that came in off of the deflection.
Mm-hmm.
But without the other saves that he made, we would have lost the game tonight.
Exactly.
No doubt. So to me, that is exceptional. Because any other goalkeeper, I don't think at least one of those goals that he saved, I don't say many other goalkeepers in CONCACAF saving those goals.
All right, cool. All right, Oliver Spoil.
Oliver Spoil now, be honest with you. But I give us 5.5 to 6.
Well, I forget Alvarez a 4.5 because Alvarez had a better game in the first game, and I actually believe that he regressed a little bit because I think we're playing against a weaker team, and instead of progressing, it seemed to me like Alvarez's game kind of regressed just a little bit.
Yeah. People in the comment section, drop your grading of Alvarez Paul as well. I would give him a 4. He did not offer anything in terms of crosses and all of those stuff in the game.
And lose quite a few balls going forward as well.
Yeah. So
how is a player who got a 4, who was bust as I call it in the game, still stay on the field for as long as he stayed on the field?
Say that again.
A player who you guys giving a 4. He played the entire game, didn't he? Am I missing something?
No, but Cranky, we're not rating him based on the entire game.
No. I'm just saying, overall, meaning the viewing public say he got a 4, right? And he was tired, and yet he stayed on for the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the coach?
Oh, that's the point. Oh, that's the point they're making. Okay. I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So some people give him 4.5, some 3, some 5. Oh, Natty Congo. Sorry about that. Can we compare Tapa Gold Cup run to Winfred Gold Cup? Yeah, but that was vague. I wouldn't be able to understand. That's what he was saying. Natty Congo. Sorry about that, Steph Ewing. I did not. Well, I read it like it is, and I thought that's what you were saying. We should compare the Gold Cup run with, because you Natty Congo, you're putting in what you put in a while ago. You put in years. Steph never put in a year. So sorry if I misunderstood it. All right, so all of us get 4.5. How much you give him already? Neil, you gave him score already?
Who, Alvas? Yeah, man, 4.5.
Okay, cool. All right. So moving on to Damian Lowe. Go ahead again, Neil.
All right, so Damian Lowe for me, I get Damian definitely at 8. At the very least, I think that Damian was a presence on the field. I think that he inspired, one at a time, the man took the ball and go all the way down. He inspired the team. That one run injected some energy into the team. He was an excellent defender. And so for being a team leader, for fighting the whole game, even after the man try kick off him foot back, the man get back and come on the field.
Yeah. That was that showed guts.
Damian, if you're listening, you did your father proud, brethren.
Yeah, man. Sean Bliss.
Yeah, I give him my 8, deserve it, without no doubt.
Yeah.
That's a warrior. That's a warrior performance and put down since 9.
Lionheart, man.
Yeah, man. Say, at least you see some of the guys in the team where see themselves as core player. Even one of them will stand out from the beginning of the tournament. So you deserve that 8,
Yeah, man. I think, and I'm gonna be hastening to say grade Liam Moore as well. I think
you deserve a 8 as well too.
I'll give both of them 8.5. Very good performance, solid. Liam Moore was gritty. He was tough in his tackles, no nonsense. Same thing with Lowe. Lowe would have been also the man that makes some of the passes outside of the defense. So definitely, I would give both of them an 8.5. They were solid tonight. Why I don't give them the full marks again is because they would have been a part of the defense that allowed a goal to go in. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the only error that we identified with Liam is that rather than out of your life, him get a little fancy.
Yeah.
And kick the ball low. And so that that ricochet shot that went in, it was a mistake on his part. But
yeah, man.
Other than that, he had a very solid game, and he was also inspirational.
Hey, coach.
Yes, Stan.
You can't blame the center defense for the goal because they have nothing to do with it. The goal was scored off a free kick. They weren't in position. They had nothing to do with that goal.
Off a free kick?
No, meaning they didn't take the free kick. The ball was headed up. They weren't in position to recover. So you can't blame the goal on them.
No, I'm not. I'm saying because you would have been a part of the defense that a goal went past. That's why I'm not giving them the full marks.
Back up. The goal went by the keeper. If you're not going to blame the keeper for the goal, you can't blame the two center for the goal. And the keeper was in the goal. No, I'm just saying
Cranky, listen to me grade, man. Cranky.
No, we said.
No, but listen, Cranky. Remember why I did not give give the goalkeeper the 10,
Right.
Because a goal went past him. So me I include all of the defenders. They are the ones that are supposed to be taking care of that 8x8.
And I gave him a 10 because of his heroics.
Yeah.
His heroics. He make 2 saves and give 10. You know what? I'm gonna score. 2 saves. The man never play. Two people and defend all night, protect him. When really get a shot on him, play the ball out, taking the ball out, making passes wide. I'm gonna give them 8 and give. Make sure you understand the lot to be able to give the girls enough. I'm gonna give him 9 and give them 8.
Hey, you see sometimes the comment that D. Ellsworth, I am not blaming the keeper for the own goal. Why would you not listen and understand? I am saying the fact that a goal pass him or a ball pass him and go between his stick. I am not giving him 10. I am not saying that he is the fault of the goal. Come on,
not
people.
A clean sheet.
He did not keep a clean sheet. The defense did not keep a clean sheet. And essentially, obviously, the entire team did not keep a clean sheet. Come on,
So
gentlemen.
I'm not refuting the logic about him not getting a 10. I am saying the criteria you're using for the 2 center half getting 8 is not the same for the goalkeeper. When they had much more involvement in the game, they were even more responsible for allowing 1 goal. So they should get an equivalent goal, a grade or a better grade.
How much would you give them, Cranky?
I gave them an 8 and I gave him a 7.5.
Okay.
Right.
So you're not far from winning the grid in the defenders.
We can live with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amari Bell now. Go ahead, Sean.
I give Amari Bell a 5. Some people maybe give him a bit lower, but for me, everything him do away from just carrying the ball go forward, that's the only thing that I downgrade him score. Can not bring the ball that much forward to square, but him never lose the ball and him don't make no pass where you can say what kind of idiot pass that, you know. So that's why I'm gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, I'd probably give him around the same thing. And what I will say about Amari Bell is that even on a bad night, he looks very engaged, you know?
Yeah.
And so you can see the commitment and the desire on his part, the eagerness. Don't necessarily mean that it translates into the best performance, but with that sort of effort and desire, you know, I would say I would give him a 4.5 or a 5. I can live with that.
I would give him a 5 or 5.5 because he wasn't bad. As Sean said, the only issue I had with him was going forward. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because he never had anything to our attacking thrust.
No.
If you understand. So I would give him a 5 there. So moving on over to the all right, we can look at Taxi because Taxi came in the game for Bell. How would you grade Taxi there?
All right, let me just jump in and so we get it moving. Taxi. Yeah, I think Taxi for what he did in the short time he came on, I give him a 6. I think that we got a lot of us were guessing if Taxi was still there, what he could do because the coach never bring him on. And I think Taxi answered the question tonight.
Yeah.
Look, Bell is nice, Bell is new, but I am the old Taxi and I am Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, man, that's true. All right, so I'll give him that same amount. 7. 7 you said, right? Yeah, man, I'll give him 7.
Deserve 7.
Yeah, man, him not play bad at all. Big up yourself, Eddie DTM, sorry.
Yeah, man, big up coach.
Yeah.
Big up the panel.
Normic, you said you wanted to make a point, but since we are going through the whole scoring thing, I just man, I say you understand what we just are making known, all right? So Leon Daly now, out for the wide there, on the grade Leon Daly.
I want to grade him.
Let Cranky go first.
Go ahead, Cranky.
I gave him a 1 for being on the field. A 1. He gets a 1 for being on the field. That's it. Not a long drawn out grading.
Disagree.
About how he did. He gets a 1 for being on the field.
All right.
Almost. He gets an Aubameyang grade. Not a grade. It's a 1. I disagree on 1. It's a 1.
Neil.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I couldn't give Bailey anything less than a 3.5. I think that Bailey was his own worst enemy tonight. I don't think that any bad grade Cranky give him is going to be as hurtful to him as what he thought of his own performance, because I think he really wants to be there for us and he really wants to score goals and get this thing going. But, you know, I think there's a little, you know, he needs to stick to the basics.
Need to
just
settle
do
down.
the basics.
Need to settle down.
Need to settle down.
Listen,
him need to make the game come to him. Sometimes you have to make the game come to him. And the reason why, to coach, this is what I did want to touch upon. Until Jamaica start play, right? A 4-3-3 system. You're not going to see the best of Leon Bailey. Because I'm going to tell you something. You see our midfielder, them not drive the ball forward. You get what I say? So where the coach need to do, right? Me not even want to get panda party. When the coach need to do, to play a system where Leon Bailey get the ball in a position where he can do damage closer to the next opponent goal.
And in my opinion, Bailey got him put the ball in the net, right? I to be honest with you, I don't think that was offside, right? And
No,
then also, I believe that he got a penalty that the ref never gave him.
Yeah,
man.
So that is the fact, coach, that the system where we are playing, you're not gonna get the best out of Leon Bailey. We have to put him. Listen, remember, guys. Messi play 90 minutes of ball and don't do shit, but 10 minutes what a brilliance win the game. Come on, man. We're not ball idiot. You understand? That's the reason why Tapa never take him off. Because people know what he can do.
Yeah.
5 seconds, what a brilliance team can change the game. See
That's
him change
true.
and go over the next side. And
Coach?
You understand?
Coach?
A goal scorer.
Coach. I'm going to start to get excuse to people now.
We're not making excuse.
Coach.
The person make them point. The person make them point.
When people play bad, to them play bad and stop them about change system. But the man get enough ball all game.
Oh my God, man.
The man get enough ball all game.
My respect, sir. My respect. But I'm going to tell you something.
But Cranky, it's his opinion, you know. It's his opinion.
I don't know, coach. I don't know if
quickly, because we want to move on.
Yeah, I don't know if my gentleman there. My respect, sir. But I don't know if you ever play football or professional football, watching or playing. I don't know, right? But me, as a past player, I can guarantee you, it's not every system. It's not. It is so aware, but it's not every system fit a kind of player. You get what I say? You have some attacking midfielder don't do no defensive work, but the coach make a system that him have somebody in there will protect him the tackling kind of way, so he can be effective on the offensive kind of way. You get what I say? And that's why Tapa don't want to use Maggie. Me I tell you no that. Me not ask you.
All right. Calm it down.
So, coach, can I respond? Can I respond before you move on?
Yeah.
So guys, never use that intellectual argument about a past player and your perspective of your ability to observe football and be able to assess systems, competence, ability. Marino didn't play at the highest level. Wenger didn't. Ferguson didn't. Don't ever use that construct as the criteria to judge a person's football intellect. That doesn't wash.
That's true.
And in fact, most past players are not very good coaches. So let me just say this again. I watched the game. I follow football all my life. I watched the game. And my eye test is not failing me.
Can I ask you, Cranky? Is Bailey a stunt double? Sorry. My apologies.
He has been for the last 2 games. Leo, we're not questioning the person's capability now. We question his performance, Leo. That's all we're doing. We question his ability. We have seen him play years after years. It's about his performance, and it does pass the eye test. Sorry.
Yeah, and
hold on, no. We don't want to back and forth to the Leon Bailey. We just agree them and go through because we so have to end the stream, right?
All right.
So, Neo, how much should I give him? Come into your Eddie.
Who that, Bailey?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I already said I couldn't give him any less than 3.5. As I said,
okay.
The man put the ball in the back of the net and him get a penalty. I don't know what VAR tell the referee, but the man shove him.
Yeah. All right, Eddie, how much should I give him?
You know, I think his performance was below average. So I have to give him a 4.5. He came alive a little bit in the second half. Should have won a penalty. I agree with Neil. Definitely should have won a penalty. He came alive a little bit when the substitutions were made. When, you know, the likes of Speedy came on and Flemmo. But it's still below average. We're not used to this type of performance from him. So.
Yeah. All right. I would grade him now, Cranky. And a lot of you probably are not going to be happy. I would give him a 5. Halfway there. You know why? He was involved in the game. He got a lot of fouls. He had an assist. He had a goal waved off. And in my estimation, he was supposed to get a penalty. Even though he had a bad game, I still gonna give him 5 because Leon Bailey was involved in Jamaica's game. You were always seeing Leon Bailey on the ball, probably. Him getting foul and all of that. Even though he did not have a good game.
I will give him.
Coach, I know you had a bad feed, but maybe you can watch it later.
No, man, I had a good feed.
Was he credited with an assist?
It was.
Yeah, him assist Flemo.
Flemo, he gave Flemo the ball.
I saw Flemo create him going by himself. There's nobody assisted from
No, who gave him the ball?
Oh my goodness.
Flemo, get a man.
That changes everything.
Oh my goodness.
It's still an assist now. Look, Flemo could beat 50 players. It's still an assist.
Cranky, according to the laws and the rules of the game, that is still an assist.
Fake news.
Cranky. Boy, you pressure Bailey bad boy.
So the man get an assist, him get a penalty.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna give him a low grade for that.
And then him get an offside call where was suspect. The man them say him 2 points, him 2-0.
He had a bad game, people. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But because even his bad game, he was so involved in Jamaica's movements.
He impacted the game.
Coach, how do you give 5 in bad? That's not a coach. They're confused.
No, but
he was influential.
But Cranky, 5 is below. 5 is what? Halfway there.
Average. So 5 is average.
5 is so you're gonna say no? At the entire game he was bad? No, I'm not gonna say that. That's why I'm not get 100. That's why I get 50 and I get 100%. 50 is not acceptable by some people's standard. 50 is not acceptable. So look at it on that light, Cranky. Moving on to Michael Hector.
Oh boy.
Eddie, we're starting with you, Eddie. Eddie, starting with you.
No, start with Cranky, please.
Hold on, no.
Eddie, may I start with?
Hold on, no. We don't want to bash Hector as usual. As usual. But give him a 3, you know. Give him a 3. He wasn't involved. I see him get salad. People running around him.
Mm-hmm.
He never composed in the midfield at all. He wasn't breaking up the play. He wasn't passing.
Yeah.
So I don't say anything more than a 3.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. Norm.
All right.
Quickly, gentlemen. We're running out of time.
Me give Hector at least a 4. A 4.5. Him did a tackle. Him make 2 beautiful tackle on the left hand side because the guy could have make a true pass and him come 2 beautiful tackle. Him did that win him aerial. But I don't know what happened. But after 35 minutes, I don't know what did happen. But him start getting to the whole Hector kind of thing. So me give him a 4.
All right. Neo.
Yeah, I forget Hector 6. Right? Hector made some good. He stopped the ball, made some good passes. As usual, the man just don't look good out there. But in his own way, he was also effective. If we're gonna talk about effectiveness as one of the things that we use to give out the grades, then we also have to give that to Hector. Now, Cranky going to come and tell you that he looked better in person than he even looked on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
My man bounced him off fine ball, but I think he had a decent night, and it was at least as good as he did in the first, so he never regressed. So as I said, I give him a 6.
Drop a number, Sean.
I give him a 5 still.
All right, here we know. Me give him 6 too. You know why? Hector made some good passes. I can't enumerate it right now. 2, I think he got instructions to play back because whenever the team is in problem, if you notice, or when they are defending sometimes, or when they are going forward, I don't know, I can't recall. More goes on the left, Nana on the right, and Hector slotting at the middle. So persons probably were saying that he wasn't I think he played to instruction. Something disturbing thing there. I think he played to instruction. For me now, he would have given up some soft turnovers. People rough him up on the ball and take with the ball in the middle of the park. He wasn't really visible in the game to me, but again, I would say because of the role that he got, and I think he would have played that role relatively well. So that's why I would have given him the 6. So I'm a little bit over the 50% mark. Yeah, man, that's what I'll do. DJ, I know everybody. Well, I will put 6 a job for Hector, man. All right, cool.
Hey, coach.
Redemption song.
Hey, coach. We
Yeah.
don't know how people get grade Bailey and Hector the same grade. We confused. We must watch the wrong game. You know, I have to watch the game with the sit on beside and watch the game. Because I'm confused. I don't know what I talk about.
What grade they give him? I did not give them the same grade. Hector get more than.
I gave Hector a 6. No, I heard somebody gave him a 3. Which game did I watch? How much turnover? Go watch the game again. What's 3? A 3.
No.
I'm fine here.
Coach is dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big
I
up.
watch you guys religiously. I don't know what games you guys are watching.
No, voila.
I'm exiting myself.
I don't know about the game. It's a run thing. So, where's the man? Coach, I'm going to leave you, coach. I'm going to leave you.
All right, cool, Kirky. So people, that's it for Hector. I think he had a relatively good game. I not take nothing from that. And when you hear Cranky, when you hear Cranky I defend Hector, you must know, right, Neil? Because the man in ease up on Hector.
Yeah, man. They never even want Hector in the squad.
Exactly. All right, so DJ, let us quickly go through DJ's score.
10.
7.
Me give him
10.
Yep.
Yeah, 7. I get DJ a 7 as well.
10.
No, maybe like 9.5. I never. Me did want him push the pace some more. Maybe about 9.
All right. How much I give him, Neil?
Come on, I said 7.
Okay. Eddie.
6.5. He came alive in the second half. 6.5.
Yeah, in spurts. May I give me same score as Hector still on us? 6.
Coach, why?
And then that me I go say Virgin, and you just jump in and say why.
Okay.
All right, for me, DJ was there in the middle of the park. I think he was playing to the instruction given as well. DJ wasn't manning up the midfield. If you ask me, I wasn't seeing that. If that were the case, then balls would have been unleashing. Virgin, mute the mic now, please, damn. Cause you get a bad feedback with the bags are ruffled. All right. So as I was saying, he never man up the midfield for move around with the ball and make passes up front to the forwards them and all of that. Him get the ball, move it laterally or move it back. 1 and 2 times he make a pass forward. That's basically it. So me can't give him a 9 and a 9.5 where some people are giving. I didn't see that. And that's a good thing about us. We are diverse and we see different things. So I would give him the same grade as Hector because they would have gotten probably an instruction and they would have played it in the best way that they can. Blair for me. Blair get a 5. Eddie.
Yeah, man, I agree. 5, average. First half, a better first half from him. He linked up well with Amari Bell in the first half, but in the second half, though, he dropped off tremendously. And hence the changes, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Out of ideas, get out of ideas.
Yeah. And for me again, well, I think would I give him 4, 4 would I give him because as a winger, you want to float down the wing, you want to get your crosses in. And me never said that happen. Hence, probably the change was made. You know what I mean? Me never see them thing that happen. Even if him now float down the wing, me not see him cut in and I make passes and all of them things. You see what I say? So that's why I would give him a 4.
Yeah,
Sean.
I agree, coach.
Sean.
Honest with you, but I'll give it target a 6 because I know what. To me, he played better than Leon Bailey. Be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Give him
That's
that
just my opinion.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right, Chino Kings. That's here. Say Bailey gets 7.8 on a football app. You see, sometimes the apps them are not really accurate enough. So watch the apps thing there. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Who came in for him? Speedy or Flemmo?
Flemmo.
So on the rate Flemmo. Drop your ratings for Flemmo people in the comment section.
Flemmo can't get nothing less than a 8. Flemmo scored a goal.
That's exactly what I just going to say.
8 for me. 8 for me.
11 for me. 11.
Hey,
change the game.
The day.
May I give Flemmo 8.5. You know why? A man come on and he don't put a foot wrong. A man come on and he was like a live wire. Why me not give me full score? Because he not play the entire game. 8.5 me I give. I don't see where him put a foot wrong. When him get the ball, him hold it up, make passes, him just a move quickly, 1-2 with players and all of them something there. Yeah, man, him play well. Can't take no away from him.
When him score, that steer the way him give them say, I want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the confidence they them like that. The fire.
Some people are giving me 11 and 10. I mean, I have no problem with that. Some are giving 9.1. No problem with that.
Yeah, man, no problem, man.
Yeah, man, him play well, man. So we have Hector coming off and Speedy came in. Quickly rate Speedy.
Speedy 5.
5. How much you say, Eddie?
I'll give him a 7, you know. He come and help steady the ship as usual.
Yeah.
So, he's one of those players that brought energy when we needed it. You know, with a 1-1, we needed to push and he helped us to get that winner.
Good point. 6.
Sean.
I give him a 6 as well.
Okay. Norm.
Me give him a 7.5.
All right. I would give Speedy a 7. Didn't play long as well, but when him come on, I think he assisted in moving the ball forward rather than lateral. So I'd give him a 7 too, because he never really put a foot wrong in the change when him come on to assist the team. You know what I mean? So I'd give him a 7. Up front, Corey Burke. Scory Burke.
Burke
8.
For the goal and for the demands when him try for push, that's him even get injured. Yeah, I give him a 8 for him. I swear.
Eddie.
Yeah, man, I agree. 8, you know. 8 for the goal and potentially should have other assists when him set up Bowser miss.
Yeah.
I give him 8 for that still.
All right, Neil.
Yeah, man. You know what? I give him a 8.5, and I give him that extra point the half point because he was very effective. He showed imagination on the field, and I actually believe that. But I wonder if him can play in that spot, that the number 10 spot, right? Because he seems to have a little bit more vision and potentially giving players balls to go and score. So 8.5 for me.
Yeah, I'd give Corey the 8 too. He had a very good game. His movement, the goal that he scored, probably can up it to even 8.5 too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because him go on good, man. Corey Burke go on good. And you can
Off
see the
ball, on the
movement.
ball.
You can see the movement. He played like a player that was hungry.
And
like
he made his teammates better.
Yes. It was like a first Korea player. And him just come on the field and him want to impress the coach. That's what I got from him. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we give him 8.5 there. So Shamar Nichols. Jesus, please. Starting with Sean.
Trouble.
I gave him 1 just to make up number on the field.
All right. Neil.
Why Shamari my baller still in, but you can't give more than 2 because you have the ball movement improve a little bit. You're getting yourself into goal scoring spots. But my brother, you need to work on being calm, right? Your composure is lacking, sir. You lick the ball too early. You have you have time. Composure too.
Yeah, man. Eddie.
I give him 2 as well, you know, for the 2 chances that he missed. That free header that he missed and that chance that Bowser gave him. You know, very disappointing. You know, at this level, you cannot be missing a free header, not even on target, and then missing a chance like that. So 2, no more than 2.
Why? At 2 alone, they say, Eddie? 2 chances he missed?
2 big chance. He missed a lot.
2 clear chances.
Yeah, clear
chances. Okay.
Yes. The others were half chances.
I'd give, but that defines you as a clinical striker, you know, or a poacher, you know, because when you get half chances, you bury them. You know what I mean? But definitely, I'll give him a 2. I'll give him a 2, definitely, because he didn't have a good game. It was one of those games that he did not perform well. So we'd have to give him that. Overall, how would you rate the team?
I was going to go there and say the team for me tonight, they couldn't get more than a 4. They couldn't get more than a 4. The, you know, individual brilliance won the day. And the guys out there, they need to go sit down and have a talk and watch this game again, because it was not a cohesive team effort. And so if I go and judge them as a team, I couldn't give them any more than a 4.
Oh, let me backtrack a little bit. Andre Gray, I left him out.
Oh, for me,
Andre Gray. Just give him a number quickly.
7.
Sean.
That's the same number I give him as well.
Eddie.
7, no? Go on 7.
All right. So tell me how you grade the team overall now, Eddie. And then we get back to Sean.
You know, Tapa gave the team 6 out of 10. But I will give them a 5.1, just above average. You won the game, I got the 3 points. So I don't think I could go lower than 5. So I'll give them a 5.1. It wasn't pretty, but we got the 3 points.
Sean.
I give them a 5, you know, because the 3 goals scored tonight, I them score them. So I give them a 5.
I'll give the team a 6. The fact that they had a lackluster performance in my estimation. And even though they would have gotten the 3 points, I still give them that. So all in all, the 3 points overpower the performance for now. Don't get me wrong, for now. So I'd give them a 6. So gentlemen, that's basically it. Want to grade the coach?
Yeah, man, call it for Tapa.
Yeah, man, let's grade the coach quickly.
4.
3.
Sean. 3. Eddie. Are we going to go 2?
5. Give him a 5.
5. I'd give him a 5 too. He made the change with Bell and Taxi. So the Uber and the taxi came on and run the road. Right? The Uber was too disciplined. The change that he made with Speedy and Hector, that was effective as well. The problem I had with him was the timing of some of the changes and the fact that he kept on the player there so long. What's his name? Shamar Nichols.
Shamar.
Yes. So that's the problem we have with him. So yeah, I'd give him that grade. So people, we're gonna be closing off the show because of course you know we have been running it from 4:45. You know, we'll finish our stream and then we'll start back our next stream for the post-match reaction. So we definitely will stop it. But of course, you know that the triple treat continues tomorrow evening until Sunday. So thanks again for everybody that tune in to the show today. Thanks for joining us in the watch along. Thanks for joining us with the watch along. Big up to all the panelists who came on. Big up to Eddie DTM people. No, already I support the DTM movement over there already. But just reminding you, just to go over there and check it out. Just tell them, sir, coach is this senior here.
Yeah, man, respect.
Big up yourself, Eddie. Sean Bless TV, big up yourself. Neo Sovereign, big up yourself, Neo. You know the thing already, you know. Big up to all the people in the comment section. Thanks for tuning into the show. You are the ones who make this show, you know. We are a big family over here. I really appreciate the support. Thanks for the persons who are new. And I'm just inviting you to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So when we publish the videos, whether we upload or we go live stream, you will be notified. Big up to Formula Sport as well. So you can also check out Formula Sport and all of the people that were in here who have them channel. Just big up on yourself. Once we know someone have channel, you know, so never tell the people them to go support them. You know the thing go. So again, thanks again for tuning in. All right, like I always say, stay safe and peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.